Hey everybody, welcome back to our channel, Starmetal Gaming, and our campaign, Cauldron of Bones. It's good to have everybody back after this little bitty break we had. I guess our gaming is seasonal now. So whenever we have enough moon phases, we can meet back up and throw some dice occasionally. But anybody that's still out there watching, thank you for still tuning in and everything, all that jazz. All you guys been doing all right?
Doing great.
Yep.
We got a few new spots for a few new characters. One's even gaming out of a hotel. So if we get some freeze frames, you know what's going down. Last we left off, I believe Pierce and Malediction were walking maybe to the tailors, I think, and they were walking by the bar / inn that Pexor and Othello was in, and they saw them in the window dancing and having a crazy Congo line.
Partying it up.
Now, I don't know if I said that I was going to let the night fade off into black, but if not, if there's something else specific y'all would like to do before that happens, now's the time.
Is there a into the ground?
Is there a very attractive barmaid that I?
It's an elven city, I'm pretty sure, but yeah.
You trying to find a +1 for the wedding?
I mean, I'm talking like I some days even I don't understand Pexor.
I'm curious to see what like an ugly elf would look like. Is that just like a dwarf?
Roll it up in the next game, Frank. Roll it up in the next game. I mean, I'm down to see an ugly elf. Let's do this.
Right? What happened to you? Listen, I don't know.
It's a long story.
Yeah, I have no elven qualities besides pointy ears. I don't have infravision or any of that stuff. I'm so ugly, my magic has been stripped from me.
Damn. Freaking Michael over here making me roll dice.
But then
Right off the
disappear.
bat. And then just runs off.
Yeah.
He's like, Lance, I need the most attractive barmaid in the whole elven bar. I'm out. Which I don't even know where he's going with this. I'm kind of frightened.
Yeah. I hope he's not looking for a +1 for the wedding, because that's just gonna be awkward enough.
Oh, nice.
I mean,
you're scoping the bar, and there is one because I'm having you like roll like fake charisma checks towards every single one of them. But I will say, out of all of them, you do see one exceptional elven server.
Oh yeah. Oh. Well, being the head of a conga line, there's a lot of power, a lot of prestige tied to that. Have a fancy, a very fruitful hat. A lot of eyes are drawn to the head, not many to the neck. It's like, so if you're the head of the conga line, all eyes on you. Do I, by chance, attract a wandering eye?
There's a lot of responsibility. I guess you try to lead the conga line over to her.
Yeah.
Okay, roll me a dance check.
It just reminds me of that old game of Snake, where you have to like not hit yourself for the wall.
I got a 10.
You got a 10?
Yeah.
Okay. It gets a little rough. One of the tables is kind of in the way as you're doing the Congo line. What would you like to do?
Oh. Okay, you gave me this. You remembered, Lance. You gave me this choice. What I'm about to do. I nimbly, like a well-stretched kitten, jump on top of this table and start dancing while extending my hand out for her to join me. Yeah. Guys, you could learn a couple things.
Uh,
All right, go ahead and roll a charisma check.
Malediction. What type of fire spells do you have?
That is a 22, my friend.
How
Charisma is
flammable are
my
they?
thing.
She got halvesies. She only rolled an 11. So she is definitely falling for your charms.
Ooh. Oh.
And she sets the drinks down that she has in her um, on her serving tray, but then she also gets up there to quickly join you. And she's laughing and smiling, and the music's roaring.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But fails
All
her
right.
dex and breaks her
While he's
ankle.
doing this, is anybody else doing anything else
I'm going
that's
Or
to
you
that's
guys
actually
just
bed.
there?
or you guys just watching the art be made right in front of you?
Because this is
Um,
nighttime, right?
yes.
Yeah. Because Jared and I, we were working at the Smiths
I think
all day.
but it's like probably like 8 o'clock at night, and it's kind of like fall/winter.
Right.
So
So
I don't remember what we were after.
I think we were running to the tailor's to get something made for the wedding. Because
Yeah, I
I
don't.
know we spent all day working at the weaponsmiths because she fixed you up, and then you nat 20'd on your own stuff, and in a way she fell in love with you as one can with a robot.
Hey, the movie
Right.
Her had me questioning a lot of things about AI. So
But I think that's what we were doing, Lance. We were just running to see if the tailors were even open,
okay.
and if they weren't, then we were just, at least I was gonna go to bed. And if they
Okay.
were, just get a nice big suit made for the wedding tomorrow.
All right. So
But I knew, no, it's like you said, it's like 7, 8 o'clock, fall, winter, so it's pretty dark out. So I don't know if anybody's
um
open.
I'm gonna go ahead and say that the tailors closes at 8 o'clock. Roundabout, and it feels probably around almost there. Um, uh, you can see the building in the distance,
Yeah.
and they still got some candlelight going on in the front. Um, it's up to y'all if y'all want to go there and try to get your suits made real quick.
Yeah, I'll go up and see if I can just spot anybody in the window.
Okay.
Not harassing or anything like that, but like if there's somebody, I'll knock real quick. I'll hold up, my bag of gold.
Okay. All right.
'Cause,
Josh, was there anything that you were doing, wanting to do with Pexor while he's getting the lady up on the table and dancing with her?
ah, you could
Uh,
you. Hey, I'll be your wingman. You know.
no, I think I'm just actually letting loose for once. I'm just in the line. I'm just dancing the night away. So,
Wait, what's that? What's that? As he's dancing by the table, he feels a pressure on his head. The dancing hat's on his head now.
oh gosh.
Oh, okay. I thought you were like holding him or something,
Now,
something else weird.
Pexor, you're supposed to like be on top of the table. Are you telling me you're going to take this hat off and ring it onto his head?
Do
Yeah,
it, do it.
yeah.
Like like
Yeah,
like an onion ring? You're
No,
going to
no,
throw
no.
that thing on his head?
Like because I assume he was right behind me whenever it was the conga line, because wingman, like
Oh,
thick as thieves. So like as I'm getting up, I take the hat off and I put it on his head.
oh, so Josh can continue, or Othello
Yeah,
can continue the
he has
conga.
now
He
taken
is the
on the Yeah,
Yeah.
he's now taken on the mantle of the conga line head. Much pressure, much
All right.
responsibility, but I believe that he's at an age now where he can do it.
Okay, Josh, go ahead and roll a dance check for me.
Is this just charisma or
Uh,
performance?
let me get that.
Performance.
Let
Yeah,
me get
it would
my
be.
character sheet here.
It would be in performance, I
Yeah.
believe.
Yeah, and that would be under charisma, and I think it's a +5 with that item.
Oh, with the hat.
Oh, that's a solid 10. Or 15,
Hey.
excuse me. With the +5, it's 15.
15.
yeah.
Okay, well, that's not a fail or nothing. Josh,
Dude becomes the
actually,
master.
uh,
I
Josh,
have mastered the
it's up
dance
to
hat.
you. If you'd want to continue to dance, you can, but that's up to you.
Yeah, I will. Yeah, if he puts the hat on me and everything, yeah, I'll keep going. If I'm at the head of the line and everything, I don't want to, be
Hey,
the downer of the party. So yeah, I'll just keep going.
there's
All
also
right.
fruit on that hat.
Yeah. I also
Pexor,
as he passes, I pluck a banana out of the hat too.
Pexor, the lady, okay,
Don't tell me you only love that.
she goes to jump from one table over to the other table that's way far away, and she
Yeah.
does this real cool jump, and then she spins and she lands on the other table, and she keeps dancing on it, and she does a little hand gesture, tell you
Oh
to
hell
jump
yeah.
over to the table with her.
Oh
Hexor, you might want to get that hat back. I think you'll need that +5 bonus to keep up with her skills.
Nah,
I think you
nah.
got like.
I was born. I was born for this. Look,
Yeah,
Oh
I
no.
he was
look,
born for the pole.
I Ave Maria the frog earlier. Trust me, I'm born for this.
I think
Ave
I think it's
Maria,
more
frog.
more of along the lines of the frog was terrified and also couldn't do anything about it.
You ever, have you ever been to mass? Trust me, that's what it is. Yeah, nah. Oh, I gotta raise an eyebrow, wiggle it, and then
Okay,
and then I jump up. What?
roll your
It's
jump
a
check.
finger and does
Roll your
this real
jump check
quick.
for me.
My
Oh
what check?
God,
Your
jump
jump check.
check.
My jump check.
That's
Okay.
based off of strength, and don't you have
Yeah,
like a
I
4?
know. I got an 11. So,
All right. You
Lance, come
managed.
on,
You
be a
managed
bro.
not to
Okay.
slip, but you do land on the table roughly, and I'll need you to make a reflex check for me at a difficulty of 12
What
to
if I got a
recover.
12?
You got a 12?
Yeah, Lance, come on.
Hey, that's
Tie
magic
goes to
enough
the
for
runner,
me,
right?
man. Somehow, he does not fall off the table. He makes it seem slightly like he was working it into what he was doing anyway, and
I call that the electric slide. Oh,
he continues dancing with the lady. Frank and well, I'd call you by your characters' names. Pierce and Malediction, y'all come up to the tailor shop. Uh, you see a woman walking up to the window, and she's about to turn the sign around, and she sees you, and she goes ahead and she walks over and she opens the door.
Sorry for the late call, madam. Um, we just got done with our own work. Is there any chance that you could fit myself and do something for my friend and I real quick?
Well,
Where's
technically, I would be closed, so it'd be off hours. So anything I did do at this time, I would have to charge extra.
that is no problem at all, ma'am. I'm fully prepared to pay you well for your time.
Okay. She yells at her cousin to get back in there. However, you would know it was her cousin, but she yells at the other
Marty!
shop. She yells at the shop helper to get back in there, and they come from the back, and she's like, "What do you mean?" And like, "We got customers," and like, "Grab a measurement tape," and they're like, "So what are you getting made this late at night? Why would you come by
Well,
at this hour?"
our friend, it was kind of sprung on us, but one of my companions, he's getting married tomorrow.
Oh, the Goldwood wedding.
Yes,
Say that
ma'am.
one 5 times fast.
Yeah.
But anyway. Oh, all
And
right.
I know it's real late, and I know it's kind of an extremely rushed job. So
Oh,
I was just saying if there's any possibility of this, and I put down 100 gold in a bag.
well, she goes, all I need you to do is I just get your measurements and then you flip through the book and find yourself an outfit that you want.
Okay. I don't know, Maldiction. Do you want anything like some epaulets or something? Maybe some.
Probably just a standard covering, just kind of to blend in a little more.
He needs to stand out. It's a wedding after all.
Yeah, no.
Okay. So
All right.
she'll
She just offers to make you a nice new cloak and what else? Possibly a matching tunic.
That sounds good.
and then I'll look through, kind of find.
The outfits range all the way from basic to extravagant. You got everything from a 20 gold piece, or it's not 20, but like 5 gold pieces, all the way up to probably thousands of pieces. It's
Oh
whatever
my
you want to spend.
god!
It's however extravagant you want to make it.
Jeez. Uh, like 100 gold piece in that ballpark. Kind of
Mhm.
more military, along the lines of like of much more of what a knight would wear
Okay.
in that type of style, and then a little extra for malediction. I don't know what his would cost, but
How much did you say you were going to spend again? 5 or
100 for me, and then but that's a full suit, so I don't know.
so like
I
half a
guess
suit for Mal, so 150
yeah, 150.
already.
Gotta have a screen protector.
Yeah, yeah. I got a new case for him. One of those OtterBox. It's got a battery installed in it.
It's got those little pops on the back that you use to take selfies. You use the
Yeah.
whole.
Huh.
Yeah.
Yeah. If I pay a little extra, I could get the stick too.
Turns out we were all Swifties all along.
We were all
Oh,
150.
she says, if I am to get these done by tomorrow at noon, I'm going to have to work through the night. Um, but they should be ready.
Uh,
Say
if
no,
that.
not should. They will be ready.
Okay.
I
So
love
if I mean,
Pexor. Pexor's not there, but he's there in spirit.
right?
Pexor's conscience is there.
He won't
We
leave me
all know what I
alone.
would say. That's what he's asking. What would Pexor do?
That's
Which is
exactly.
why I'm.
That's what he wants to know.
Yeah. Finally, on top of that, then since it is a rush job and I feel bad for it, I'll just put an extra 50. So it'd be a $200, 200 gold total order, with an extra 50 being like, hey, sorry you have to work all night.
Dang.
Like, it won't be an issue. Thank you so much for your purchase.
Get a receipt
So
so we can send them back whenever we're done with the wedding.
Are you going to come
Yeah.
back
Fine.
and pick up the clothes, or should I have them shipped somewhere?
I will come back to get them. Yes, either myself or malediction here.
Or me.
Alrighty.
Either myself or malediction. All right, and with it, once that's done, we'll go, and I'll at least go to bed.
Oh, come on.
I know that's not something malediction can do, but
Where are you going to stay at, Frank? Are you going to go back to Josh's parents' house, or was you going to get a hotel room
I
at the
believe
place that they're at, or did you?
I believe we were all staying at Josh's parents, so that's just kind of where I'll go.
Okay.
I gotta stick to familiar places since I can't read anything here. So, but that'll end it for me for the
So
night.
I'll be your guide.
Um. Uh. Jared, you're going with him as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't have
Uh.
anything else really to do.
But
All
you
right.
guys could. You guys
Way
got
off
to
in
think
the
big.
way off in the distance. Or roll a spot check for me. Sorry.
Both of us.
Yes.
Come on, guys. We gotta get hips and nips. We gotta get the sexy, or Pexor don't eat. Come on.
14 on my end.
Okay.
So tired.
13 on my end.
Okay, that's close enough. Y'all see it like right beside each other. As you're coming up to you kind of got mixed up, and you went down the street too early. You backtracked. You came back, and you were walking around. But when you turn this one corner, heading to Josh's parents, you'll look up in the sky in the way distance, and you can actually see the clouds, but you can see what looks like it would be lightning flashes, but they're more like orangish, yellowish, but they're way off in the distance.
That's
Great.
It's not lightning.
foreboding.
It's like some kind of light that you see flashing in the clouds along those
Within the
way.
clouds. Okay.
Yeah.
But
Is
do they look like storm clouds though? Kind of like dark and heavy.
Yeah.
Okay. So is this how the weather
is there any
Well,
typically is?
it's
arcana
not. No,
knowledge
it's
that
not. It's not
would
like. It's not. It doesn't look as if, or they're not dark and hairy. Excuse me. They're not like I'm going to rain clouds, but you just happen to see a group of clouds in the distance that are not close to y'all, and you see a
Right.
light dancing around in them. What it looks like, and it's kind of an orangish, reddish color.
Oh, that's cool.
But as I
Can't
is
do
said,
there
you know,
anything
anything
about
there's
that knowledge arcana would give us on what's going on there?
one more time, Jared.
Is there anything that knowledge arcana would give us on what's going on there?
Oh, it's too distant to even tell what it is. It literally just looks like almost like lights dancing around in a cloud, you know, at way far distance. So it'd be kind of hard to tell. It's nothing that you've seen that you'd be able to spot just by
Okay.
looking at that distance. Y'all do come up to Josh's parents' house. There, or what do you do?
Uh, those are weird clouds.
A little
Is that
bit.
is that bad malediction or is that just the weather on this planet?
How's the weather going? Oh, you know.
That
You guys talk,
is not
y'all talk
something
about
I've seen before,
Uh,
and so I
you
don't
know,
know what's
actually,
going on with it.
when in doubt, ask someone wiser. And I go ask uh,
you don't have, but you're not
Othello's
next.
parents.
Oh,
I go to Othello's dad and
Okay.
like,
You enter the house, and they're packing up what food they did eat for dinner, you know,
mm-hmm.
and cleaning everything off and getting ready for uh, like lay down time and stuff. Um, so you approach Bream and you ask him what exactly?
Yeah. So do you know? Uh, I don't know. There was just some strange light show anomaly going on in some clouds that look like they were heading this way.
Hmm.
Given everything going on, I don't know much about this world or anything, but also I know that there's a lot of odd things, obviously happening nowadays. I don't know if
Do you know what direction they were in, possibly?
Do I know Lance? No, I wouldn't know.
Oh, you can roll directions. Do you have direction sense?
It's not on here. Would that just be
Probably survival. That's what I was thinking.
Survival.
Survival.
Survive.
Ooh, okay. 15 on the die plus, I think it's like 2.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah,
You
it's
can
to 7.
you can tell that our lights are coming from the northeast region, or not northeast, northwest. When you mentioned the direction to him,
Mm-hmm.
uh, he's like, oh, he's like, that's actually the direction of the claw glider. I wonder what could be going on.
Could it be something having to do with Othello, or? Hmm. Considering, because didn't he state that he also had a dream about the claw glider?
I mean,
Yeah,
I have those too when I've had like chimichangas too late at night. It just kind of happens.
he he did mention he had a dream of the claw glider, but that direction that you said is coming from, that's the ruins of uh, Lockdane. And
Lockdane?
Lockdane, it was the last kingdom that the claw glider destroyed before he was trapped.
Man, what a name.
And so
Poor guy.
That's not ominous.
he's trapped at Lockdane?
Lockdane.
Yeah, Lockdane.
You got to throw your Irish into it. Locked in.
So that's where the claw glider is
That's
trapped.
that would be the direction y'all's heading when you leave here.
Lovely. Well,
All right.
at least it'll be easy to find.
Just look for the giant bloody eye in the sky, and I'm pretty sure we'd get close to it.
No. That takes up the
I think that's a
entire
different
sky.
entity altogether.
All right.
But
Um. So anyway, he goes over and he signs to his wife, tells her what y'all just experienced. She gets a worried look on her face, and she signs back to him, and he signs back to her. And he goes ahead and he looks back to you. He goes, "Well, don't worry about that. We'll deal with it later. Y'all turn in for the night."
if you're sure, then I shall then. And then that'll be it for me for the night.
She goes ahead and uh, she signs to Breen, and Breen asks, he's like, Malediction, you won't be needing any blankets, will you?
No, I won't. In fact, I'm just going to impose myself somewhere out on an outside balcony or on a rooftop somewhere.
Oh. Well, your friend possibly could use these extra blankets anyway, since he's so large. And he goes ahead. She gives you Malediction's set of blankets.
Sweet.
Um,
It's not my fault. Everyone else is small.
um, last we left off, y'all were dancing on top of the table. The
Yeah,
waitress,
I'm in the conga line. Yeah.
he was dancing on top of the table, and Josh, you were running the conga line.
I'm the one who's having fun. Real fun.
Both of y'all roll. Are y'all drinking at all?
Hell
Me
yeah.
not so much. Once I got in the line and everything, I'm good. I'm just dancing.
Boo.
I
Okay.
walked in drunk.
People continuously, while you're in charge of the conga line, Josh, people are constantly trying to hand you alcoholic beverages. like every few steps, and you're totally trying. Or well, it's up to you if you want to continue to decline them. But
in the beginning, I drank a little bit, but now as the night's wearing on, I'm definitely, remembering that we have a lot of stuff tomorrow. So definitely, I'm kind of, waving away some of the cups and stuff and just kind of dancing.
okay,
Yeah.
all right,
Come
and
on.
Pexor, the waitress around you, she keeps on picking up bottles off the table and like putting them in your mouth, and she's trying to get you drunk as
Okay, Lance,
possible.
I'm not gross.
Well,
just-
she
you
what's
said
it is that she tries to. You can react any way you want, but she goes to pick up a bottle and she's like trying to have you drink more.
Well, so
Uh,
like, is this like did I see somebody like leave this bottle here, or is it like half empty?
Oh no! Well, I mean, they pour the bottles into wine. Nobody drinks out of the tip of the bottle because it's a elven bar. But
Oh,
normally there's wine glasses all about and stuff, and y'all been kicking them off the tables. But
okay.
I was just saying
I
she
thought I
was
was like
doing it.
finishing
She was
someone's
doing it
drink.
as a charming move. No way was she trying to give you some nasty lip touch bottle.
Okay,
No one else's lips have touched that bottle that she knows
okay,
of anyway.
okay. Because I'm like, Lance, this is a little gross even for me.
I
I
was
don't
trying
know.
to get see. It's funny. I try to give you a moment and I land on gross.
That's true. This is
No,
coming
not
from the
yet.
guy who has a bag full of heads. Like,
Yeah, he's a total
forgot about my
necromancer, but God forbid, don't
I
yeah.
don't be
I'm a
Sure.
swapping
clean
spit with him.
necromancer.
Yeah.
Look, I touch
Nice.
dead things because they're sterile, not because they smell
Ah,
bad.
I don't
I
know.
sterilize them beforehand. You guys don't see me carry around that giant jug of hand sanitizer?
All I can see is the haircut from No Country for Old Men. That's all I can see the
Oh,
whole
Oh
time.
my god.
Like,
That's
I
all.
forgot about
Oh, I
that.
forgot I
that's, all I,
had
that's all
that.
I can see the whole time. Is
I forgot I had
is
that haircut
is him
too.
shaking that hair back and forth and partying and dancing?
I want it to be. It's like asking a barber. I want my hair to be long and short.
Nice.
No, okay, yeah, no, I'll now that I know they're not halfies, yeah, I'll pound some down.
All right. Yeah. I will say, Josh, go ahead and roll a spot check for me.
Yeah, spot me,
That's a
daddy.
that's a 27.
Okay. You're coming around and you
On my
keep on
soul.
refusing drinks. You keep on refusing drinks. And you look at Pexor and you're like, he's having a really, really good time. I mean, it's up to you what you want to do, but you are remembering of because you're supposed to be at that ceremony at like dawn or shortly after. So, but it's up to
Wait,
you.
what
If you,
ceremony was it again? Remind me what it was again.
yeah, right.
Maldiction. I think some of our people are forgetting duties.
Yeah.
They're-
It's up to
yep.
you. If y'all want to party it up all night, and
Oh, it's for
only have
the
one eye
Cloud Rider
open,
stuff, wasn't it?
you just
It was
got to
for the
show up. You just got to show up there, and they throw their armor on you. You don't have to be sober, I don't think, but it's up to you.
okay.
He has to be awake.
That could be
Yeah.
debatable.
Yeah. I forgot that it
Wait.
was at dawn. I thought it was just kind of in the morning at some point.
Yeah.
Yeah. Knowing that, I'll probably go for like maybe another hour or so, and then I'll just kind of slowly start winding it down, and I'll head over to Pexor.
Okay.
And then yeah, I'll let them know like, hey, I gotta get up really early tomorrow. I gotta be at a ceremony. I hate to bail on you, but it's kind of important.
Since we're
And
skipping
I'll
an
just kind of
hour, ahead of time,
yeah.
Pexor, do you continue to drink through that hour?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead and roll
Do
a
I
Constitution
do
check for
fish
me.
continue to swim through that hour?
Wait.
Or a Fortitude check. That'll work, I guess.
Lance, do you even have to ask if he's gonna drink?
That's a 14, by the way.
A 14. Okay,
Yep.
that's a pretty good pass. You're used to drinking on a frequent basis, so you're not too affected. But you got your buzz going really good when Josh does approach you. Uh, I would say that you're not wasted, but you're definitely feeling the party, having a good time. Uh, what do you want to be doing when he comes up to you? What do you think you'd be doing an hour in?
Still be dancing with that. I don't know. Well, would the elven chick be tired by then?
She's not the one drinking.
Okay. She is definitely spent. She started trying to keep up with you on drinking, and she horribly failed on her
All
check.
right.
And
All right. So
so,
then what? Yeah.
go ahead.
A little too much.
I was gonna say then what I'll probably be doing is, sit down, scoot over a little table, getting to know her, say, hey, I'm Pexor. You must be, wait, beautiful. That's right, that must be your name because you're just so goddamn beautiful.
All right. She did fail her check bad enough that there's this possibility she could get sick. So I'm gonna roll to see if she gets sick.
Wait, what's that? What's that? Magic, baby. Cure wounds. Boop.
53,
Cure
7.
wounds as a necromancer?
She doesn't.
Look, I tried it. Okay.
I tried.
She doesn't get sick, and she's telling me, or she's telling you, she leans forward, and you're saying all that stuff to her, and she's like, tell me about one of your adventures.
Oh, don't get me started. Let me tell you the time that I saved this half giant from another world. Man, I killed this giant spider that had a demonic heart. Man, you should have heard him. Oh, Pexor, save me. Save me, Pexor.
And you come up during that time, Othello.
Yeah, so hearing that, I'm just like, I kind of roll my eyes a little bit. I'm just like, oh yeah, those were definite crazy times, right? Yeah, I'll just walk up and I'll just kind of, let him know like, hey, I got to be up really early tomorrow. I know total buzzkill, but it's kind of important. But yeah, and I'll just kind of hand off the hat and I'll be like, hey, keep this safe. Conga line's still going, but I gotta head out.
Um, he walks up to you, he says that to you, and he goes to hand you the hot hat, Pexor. You being slightly inebriated, how much you want to get out of that is totally up to you.
How much do I want to get out of what?
What he just said to you.
Yeah, exactly.
Because it's a loud party thing. He just came up, he said all that to you really loud. You looked at him, but I was just saying, it just depends on you on how much you want to say. You want to roll a listen check, that's fine too.
No. What I'm gonna do is he's reaching out. I reach out for the hat, but then I grab him by the wrist and I pull him down. And I go, but you could probably, fill in some of the details that I missed at the time of our half giant friend was just begging for me to save him.
I'd be like, well, I do have a story of my own real quick, and I'll kind of recount the tale of when I accidentally gave him poison ivy on his wounded leg when we first discovered him. I'll embellish it a little bit, make it a little bit more,
I need to
funny.
Commit genocide here?
The thing. See, but the funny thing is, we couldn't understand him, so he just kept yelling like "gnursh, gnursh, blah." It's like it just didn't make any sense. And then we just thought he was stupid. Like, I mean, he is, but we just thought he was just really stupid.
Well, I'll be like, well, hold on. He definitely had his moments, I mean, without him, hey, he was part of our adventuring group, and I'll kind of embellish it a little bit, but...
I mean, to be fair, the giant hog named Bacon was part of our adventuring group too. So I don't know, where he would rank in relation to that, but and the best part, unless we break into meta, this is never known.
But yeah, I'll recount the story as I remember it, like me, us discovering him and like me accidentally trying to help his wounded leg but giving him poison ivy, like I'll tell it as truthful as I can, kind of embellish it a little bit, make it more exciting, but yeah, I'll just kind of recount that story, and I'll just be like, all right, well, that's it. I gotta head out, everybody. Have fun. And I'll kind of lean into Pexer and be like, hey, don't forget, tomorrow, important wedding, more stuff going on. Just make sure that you're not too hungover, right?
Hungover. You gotta be asleep to be hungover.
Lance, I
sleep it.
become a paladin of vengeance against all necromancers
against
and their
all
wingmen.
and their wingmen.
Well, hey, I told the story as it was. I didn't, hey, I didn't say anything like, oh, I saved his life. No, I
You're
told exactly
still
what
an
happened. So.
accomplice to the crime here.
Yep. Next, the story how it's gonna be next time is, oh my God, Othello said all that stuff about. Oh, he said you cried like a baby.
So as Othello goes to walk away, the waitress girl, she screams at some of the other waitresses, and this other guy standing there, and she's like, come over here, listen to his stories. He's a real adventurer. He slayed the most coolest monsters. And they come over there and they have their drinks, and they're sitting there, they're looking at you like, oh, why don't you tell us more about what she's talking about?
Then he pulls out a bunch of severed heads, and they're all like,
No, I know. Look, I grew up around these people. I know that now is not the sever head time. That's a third date kind of thing. All right.
Third day. I have something to tell you. I keep
All
a
right.
bag full of heads with me at all times.
All right. So you never know whenever you'll need a good exploding head. Okay. So people are congregating around me, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Cool. Thanks, Lance. That's exactly what I needed to hear. So I sit down. So I kind of lean back and I'm like, let me regale you of time. A time whenever there was a somewhat mechanized man that attacked us. Lo and behold, with rapid bliss, with grace, unbeknownst to anyone in this tavern, pulled out my beautiful. Wait, oh shit! Is it a violin? What's malediction have? The violin?
You don't know. I guess you've been drinking too much, huh? Little did you know it was actually a drum set.
Violin.
I know it's not that.
Malediction, he plays the violin and he plays the lute. I think he plays both.
Violin. I whip out the violin and I started playing. I played a song so beautiful, so moving that even his steel heart shuddered at the rhythm, at the melody, at it all. He felt what he had lost. Human.
I think you mean to say it fluttered instead of shuddered. It shuddered in fear at my music.
Okay, give me a charisma check towards everybody. Listen to you.
That's 23, my friend.
Wow, they are fully captivated. I rolled a 4.
Yeah, they
I rolled a 4, so
bust out some Shakespeare right now. Call me the Bard. Oh, I should have been a bard.
So I'm gonna. So you would probably start. I'm not saying that you would be telling the story from a setting position. If you rolled like a 23 or something,
I'm standing.
You're probably standing and you're done. So how late do you want to tell stories of your journeys for?
I mean, I'm still telling them while I have my posse walking around me to the wedding. So
So you're gonna not go to sleep tonight, you're gonna stay up all night?
Oh hell no. Yeah, no. I'm on a roll.
I tried.
Nice.
I tried to let him know, but
you have to think too, like for me, this is the first time these people ever gave a shit about me. I'm milking this like a farmhand, dude. Like,
and then I'm gonna go and ruin my sister's wedding.
I'm gonna ruin it. I'm just going to, look better than the bride. That's just natural, though. I mean,
you get all the way down. You get all the way down to where you're sitting there and you're so like, you're not drunk anymore, but you're definitely like not sober.
I'm pretty drunk still.
And you're not making like a lot of sense with what you're saying, and you're repeating some of the things you've already said. But I'm gonna say the sun's coming up and everybody's like passed out, the ones that are on, and you're sitting there and you're still talking to the lady that's cleaning up after everybody, and she's getting ready for the morning stuff. And
Oh
you're sitting there
God.
and you're still talking to her, and you just realize like, oh, the sun rose.
All right. So look over and I look
Oh.
over at the window and I see the sunrise. I slowly stand up and I look back at the lone lady that's sweeping up and cleaning everything up, and I nod my head to her and I say, "You have a fine day now, ma'am. Don't worry. If anything's ever wrong, just yell Pexor in the air, and I'll be there." Then I walk out. Then I turn and I walk out, and it has one of those billowy doors like they have in Western movies.
It's not a saloon.
Good enough for me. Keep it going. Let's go.
Oh God.
And I push it open, and you hear squeak, and I walk. As I walk, you hear ching, 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 ching of my spurs.
Except he's making the noises with his mouth. He doesn't have
I also have a pair of coconuts that I click together to simulate horse
yeah.
hope.
This lady's just so confused because she's like, "There's no horses out there."
But see, that's just the power of Pexor. They call it the PP, the Pexor power.
Where are you headed toward, Pexworth? Where are you headed towards? Josh's house?
I am headed to. I almost said the funeral, the wedding. It's about to be.
So you're going to go to the wedding?
Yeah. Yeah.
I will have you roll a wisdom check for me.
I assume it's where the wedding is, because if so, I kind of grew up here. I have a pretty good idea.
Oh, no, it's not that. Just see if you...
13.
You remember that the wedding isn't till noon.
He just shows up at the church. I'm here.
Yeah.
It's like 8 a.m.
Man, I walk into the confessional like, man, these bathrooms are really nice.
And the wedding's also being held at the Goldwood Estates, or at the Goldwood family tree. So it won't be held at a church either.
Yeah. I look over at the one of the ladies in the I don't exactly know, is it an altar, auditorium, whatever. I go, I hear they didn't even spring for the sporks.
Wait, so you're heading towards the wedding grounds, is what you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just heading there.
All right.
I'll got to see the bride before and all that jazz. Oh, hey sis. Oh my God, you're so beautiful.
Okay. Josh,
So-
last night, you go ahead and you start making your way to your parents' house. Yeah, it's a, or go ahead and roll direction sense for me, or survival.
Ooh, that's a natural 1. But I get a total of 15. That's a natural 1.
Okay, cool.
Too much drinking, too much dancing. Threw off my ranger skills.
No such
woke
thing.
Up. If you're late for your ceremony,
Josh, on your way to your house, you get totally lost. You can't find it at all, right? You get spun around, and you do see this shadowy figure in the distance, right? But when he notices you, he ducks away and tries to evade. But it was kind of like down this little alleyway corridors type thing. You saw a shadowy figure. You see that he notices you noticing him, and he ducks and runs.
So, and I have no idea where I'm at. The area, I'm going to do a quick scan. Does it look like I'm in like a bad neighborhood, or is it like there are nice houses here? Like what does my surroundings look like? Are like the house is dilapidated, or?
You're in an area because all the houses are in trees, right? So you're in an area where it's kind of like more of a living area rather than the stores and stuff. You think, and that's the type of area that your parents live in, you just know that this isn't that area, or you feel like it isn't because you can't find their house. Upon looking for their house, you've seen the individual down the alleyway.
Oh, geez. Can I call? I'm gonna whistle for eggs. Because I'm like, I need some help here. Yeah, I'm gonna whistle for eggs.
Okay.
And then after that, I guess. I'm gonna try and hide while I wait for eggs. I'm gonna try and get to the shadows or something and just watch that alleyway where he went. See my hide. I got an 18 total.
Okay. You managed to hide. Uh, uh, the hawk returns, or eggs comes to you, but the problem is like, and you were kind of like hoping it didn't happen, but like right before he gets to you, he does a hawk screech, you know,
Mm.
and he sure enough lands that by you, and um, I'm sure you would try to quiet him when he landed, right? Or
Yeah, yeah. How long did it take for him to fly to me? Like a minute, 2 minutes, or?
wasn't too long at all. It was like 30 seconds.
Okay, okay. I'm gonna pull out. Let's see. Do I still have the? I should still have the. Yeah, I'm gonna pull out the knife of the true hunt and just have it on me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I guess I'm going to. This is. Yeah, I guess I'm just gonna walk down the alleyway. Screw it. I'm just gonna walk down. I'm not gonna hide or anything. I'll just have eggs with me, and I'll have the knife with me.
Stabby time, y'all.
Okay. Um, we will you roll your tracking for me, or do you have?
Let's see. Is that just survival?
I guess it would be survival on this.
Let's see here.
Mr. Second
Uh,
Edition over here. Roll your
uh,
tracking.
that's 26.
Okay. All right. You come up to the area that the person was standing at, and um, you kind of get this like musty water smell, kind of, when you go to the area, and you're like, "What the hell?" And you look down, and sure enough, you do see footprints. Right. You track the footprints for a while, right?
Mhm.
But you can tell that they go up on this back porch, right? And you look all around and you don't see where they come off of. You don't know if they went up or continued on another way, but you lost it where they started stepping on the wood, right?
Hmm. Um, I know when I got my spells, I didn't have a chance to actually prepare them. Um, so could I cast? It's my last one. I'm gonna cast Living Prince. So I can perceive tracks as if they had just been made. Um, so let me pull this up real quick and see exactly the spell effect. Here, Living Prince. Um, yeah, so I can just perceive the tracks as if they have just been made. So even if I lost them, I can still see where they were going, unless they just totally disappear.
All right. They actually go up to this back door.
Just in the back door?
You can tell they went through a back door
Hmm.
to a
Does it
house.
look like there's? Does it just looks like a house? Just is it like busted
It's
up, or is
it's
it like?
no, it's one of the tree houses. It's just the back way entrance to it.
Um. This is risky. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I'll just kind of peek my head in and see what's in there.
Okay. Go ahead and do a spot check.
Number 27 for spot.
Okay. It's not very comfortable. You have to step on a weird piece of log to get your head up high enough to look into the window just enough, right? And you look around, you hold yourself steady there for a little bit, right? And all you see is shadows. You don't see any movement.
Well, let me check eggs real quick. Does he have? So eggs has low light vision. Is it like totally dark in there, or is there like moonlight coming in, or?
There's not a lot of light coming in there, no.
Mm. Uh, well, yeah, I guess I'm just gonna be like, I'll just kind of whisper like hello, or not whisper, but just kind of just say it, just hello, and I'll have the dagger kind of with me, but not like, not trying to necessarily. Well, no, yeah, I am trying to hide the dagger. Yeah, I'll just kind of have it kind of hidden a little bit, and I'll just kind of, say hello in Elvish. I'll say it in Elvish.
Okay. You hear no response.
Okay, well, I don't know these people. I don't want to just bust into a house that I don't know. So, I'm just gonna start walking away, but I'm going to walk backwards and keep my eye on the door. I don't want to turn my back to it as I'm kind of walking away from it.
All right. As you walk away, you do feel you just feel like something's looking at you, but you don't know from where. Your character kind of steps out into the moonlight as he backs off, and he checks all the windows to the house, and checks the one window that's on the low part, and just for a moment, you don't feel right that someone's definitely looking at you. It even bothers you to the point that you spin around and just make sure you check all your things. And, you just feel like that you're being watched at the moment, but you don't know where from.
Okay. So, yeah, I guess I'm just gonna retrace my steps then. I'll definitely keep my wits about me. Probably the adrenaline's burnt off any alcohol that was probably in my system.
Okay.
But yeah, I'll
Oh,
just keep eggs with me.
okay.
Yeah,
Since
I'll
you're
just retrace my
slightly,
steps.
I will say that you're slightly more sober. When you go back to the original place where you're at, I'll let you roll another survival check to see if you can tell which way your parents is.
Oh, that's 32.
Okay. I'll say
There we
you.
go.
Well, what it is you'll just see a sign way off in the distance, and you're like, "Oh, there it was. That's when we turned that direction." And but being that uh, you rolled a 32, you get a perfect. You don't have to re-roll to remember where you're at or where that house was.
Okay, so and also, as we're walking back, I'm gonna try and keep this place in mind, so I can try and remember where this place is tomorrow.
Oh, well, that's what I was saying is
Yeah.
because you
Oh,
rolled
okay.
a
Yeah.
30,
Yeah.
because you rolled a 32, I was going to make you have to recall where this place is because you rolled so
Okay.
high. And now you know exactly where you're at and where that place is. So, uh, yeah, you won't have to roll later on to find it.
Sounds good to me. But yeah, other than that, I'll just definitely being a little, on edge. I'll definitely kind of be looking over my shoulder. I'll definitely once I'm out in the main city part, I'll sheath the dagger. But yeah, I'll just start making my way home. Uh, I'll just
Okay.
pet eggs and, like I said, just kind of definitely after that experience being a little bit more weary, But yeah, heading home.
Um, when you get to the house, right? You see your father standing outside.
Is he just standing there? Is he
He's
doing anything?
he's looking to the clouds to the northwest.
Yeah, I'll walk up and I'll look in the direction he's looking, and I'll just be like, "How's the night?"
Oh, pretty good. One of your friends spoke that they seen something in the clouds, some weird lights in that direction. I just thought I'd stand out here for a little bit and make sure I didn't see anything else weird. Uh, that's actually the direction that y'all's heading to go to the claw glider, so it caused for some concern.
Hmm. And I'll look in that direction. Do I see anything right in right now or?
No, the lights stopped about 30 minutes ago, but they were red and oranges, and God, some of them look like almost like little explosions in a cloud.
Hmm. I mean, your guess is as good as mine. I mean, uh, I don't think that'd be a lightning storm or a thunderstorm if it was orange and red.
I don't know,
Um,
but yeah, we'll just go ahead and go in. I can smell the wine on you from here. Did you have yourself a few
yeah,
drinks?
yeah. Well, we just kind of hadn't really had a lot of time to relax, and I thought this would be a good time to do it before, you know, back to the, you know, proper things tomorrow, right? So this might be our
Oh,
last chance to really have some fun, So
oh, I understand. It's just so surprising to see you, so grown up. But I know you were grown before, son. But I mean, I never took you for the one that would be coming out of the bar. But he goes, "There's some water and there's some bread in here. Feel free to eat as much as you like. I'm going to go ahead and turn in with your mother. If y'all need anything, just let us know." And
yeah,
I
before
guess,
it goes, oh, go
okay.
ahead. Sorry.
Oh, and I guess we'll be getting up just before sunrise to take you to the ceremony.
Yeah, before he goes, I'll kind of retell the story of what I experienced seeing the person, and I'll try and describe in detail where I was at, and just kind of ask him like, "What's in that area?" I mean, you know,
Mm.
thankfully nothing happened, but are there like thieves or brigands in this area? I wouldn't think so. It just seemed kind of shady.
Well, I'm not going to say that I don't think this town doesn't have its secrets, and I would say that moving forward might not be something you want to be involved with since you already have so much on your plate.
I mean, yeah, you know, my business, theirs is theirs, but it's kind of, I would hate for something to happen to you guys, you know. I mean, I assume this town was pretty safe, but it just seemed kind of nefarious. I don't know. Maybe I'm just
Well,
exhausted overthinking it. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Maybe it was just, maybe they were scared of me. I was walking by myself middle of the night too. Maybe that was it. So, but anyway, yeah, maybe it's nothing to think about or worry about. So I'll just kind of give him a pat and be like, I'll see you in the morning early.
see you then, son. He goes ahead and he blows out the candles that are left lit, and he goes to lay down.
I'll do the same.
All right. Uh, Malediction. Uh, are you
Yeah,
just going to be on top of the house?
sweet little melody playing while I'm playing on the violin
Okay.
until it gets really late at night when I'll stop that and then I'll just kind of watch the surrounding area and keep an eye on what's going on. Just curious about what all is happening.
Um, what I'm going to say, Malediction, is there's a point that The flashes get brighter as you're watching them, right? You're sitting there practicing on
Right.
your violin, and you're on the rooftop, or you're setting up in the tree, right,
Yeah.
where you can see further. Um, uh, I'll say that you keep playing and stuff, but then you see the lights get brighter and flash more in like different areas, right? And um, it's up to you. Would you want to get a better viewpoint at it?
If I think that I can actually glean some information from it, then yes, I would try to get a better viewpoint.
Okay.
But if it still seems like it's going to be too far away for me to really catch anything, then it's
just
probably not going to be that important.
go ahead and roll to climb to the top of the tree.
Well, that is a 19 plus 2, so 21.
Okay. You get to the very top of the tree, and it's kind of amazing looking at all the other trees in the Elven Village. And you don't have as much visual of the bottom, but then you see all the tops of it, and you see the lights coming from within the treetops. And it's a different visual, but it's still really breathtaking. You get up there, and you see the night sky, and you see the storm in the distance. You're sitting there, and you're looking at the lights flash and everything like that, and you're just being peaceful and everything. But roll a listen check for me since you're way up there.
That is a nat 20.
Nat 20.
Why can't I do that in combat?
Um, then you definitely on the wind, and only your robot ears can, or only your Warforged ears can really pick it up because they're so sensitive, right? But you really focus and you calm and you listen and you look in that direction, and you can hear nothing's roar, but it's so light and it's in the distance, right? Way far away, and you can tell that it's him. Or it sounds like the
Can I,
roars you heard before when he couldn't find y'all whenever you're on the wagon.
right. Can I get a
Um,
direction of where he's coming from?
he's actually northwest, but he's not heading in that direction. It just like for some reason there's flashes going on over in the storm over there, and you thought you could hear his voice roaring in the distance.
All right. Well, with that, I'm going to get back into a little more stable position and just distract myself with playing my violin
Okay.
as I come up with a new melody.
Called, please don't find me.
Um, you uh as you're playing the violin, you're going over all the things you've experienced, including the dreams you've had, and you're thinking about all the people and how they've woven together in this great thing. And not to say you don't think about these things every night, that you don't sleep and you have all the time in the world to think while they're not around. But uh, hearing him roar in the distance, and thinking about everything you've been through, your character definitely gets a sense of destiny, you know, and it's so nuts because the visions are kind of playing to the music deep in your head, and it's actually a very powerful moment. Uh, you not trying to play loud, but still playing, you know, and thinking about everything you've been through, and go ahead and roll your perform for me.
So 22.
Okay. Um, you're sitting there and you're playing and you're playing fast and you're doing all the stuff, and you realize that uh, you slow your or you realize that you're being hard on your instrument, you know, and that you're like starting to press really hard down on the notes, and stuff, and like you were just really, really focused. But what I'm saying is you catch yourself starting getting carried away in the moment.
All right. I think that's all I have, though.
Okay. You go ahead and you continue to sit down and ponder throughout the night until. Is there anything else you want to do before the sun rises?
I think I lost connection for a second.
Or is there anything else you would like to do before the sun rises?
No. As all I was doing, everything was just kind of watching around the area, and if the storm calms down, then I'll just kind of look around from my vantage point and take in the scenery and let it kind of influence the new melody that I'm putting together.
Alrighty.
Does it sound eerily like Through the Fire and the Flames?
Oh, so you want to say
No.
you're working on a new song then?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll just say that you're using the inspiration of the stuff you've been through. You know, that's probably what you wrote the song after then. Um, uh, I will roll for everybody to possibly wake up. I know Malediction's already going to be up. I'll probably go ahead and handle Pexor going to the Goldwood Estates. All right. Pexor, you go to approach the Goldwood family tree. You do see to the back left side in the backyard area of the tree, people working back there and setting up. There's people coming in and out of the front door of your house. You do have like a little bit of wine spilt on you. You know, I don't know. I would say as of right now, you still look like you've been partying all night. It's up to you if you want to do anything about that, or if you're just going to go with the flow. What would you like to?
I'll go make myself presentable.
Okay. All
So
right.
I'll splash some water on my face, you know, get a little bit of the Tide pen and speak. Gets rid of some of the wine stains and
All right. You go ahead and you go over and you try to fix yourself up real quick. I don't know if that would even be a roll.
I mean,
Is there a roll
I
for
lived
that, Jared?
my own for like 200 something years. I probably figured out how to get wine stains out of a coat.
Well, just give me a flat charisma with whatever your bonus is.
18.
18. All right. Other than the slight smell of alcohol, someone could barely even tell that you drank the night before.
Well, of course. That's my secret. I'm always drinking.
Like, I never stopped drinking.
Yeah. So it's not a problem. I don't have a drinking. It's only a problem when I run out. Like, come on, guys.
All right. So the sun is barely starting to rise, and you approach. What would you like to say or do?
It's a good question. So these are just people getting everything ready.
Yes.
All right. I meander my way on up and I go, let me help you with that. And then yeah, I just help them. I was gonna summon some stuff and be like, my zombie ogre, go pick up that heavy thing, but I feel like a lot of people would have a panic attack and run out screaming. So I'm doing this for my sister, you know. I go, let me help you with that, and I put myself to work to show my sister that I care and also to sweat out the demons. Because let me tell you, them demons need sweating. But I do it in like a Tom Sawyer kind of way, where I'm like, hey, you know, you look like you're having a lot of fun over there setting those tables up. But these chairs that I gotta put up, there's a lot more fun in that. And I really
Try
hope that you
not
don't.
to do work.
Yeah, exactly. I get others to do the work for me, but I look like I'm being busy. I'm given tasks and they're being done. It's just not by me.
Okay, so you approach one of the workers that's carrying
Yeah.
chairs. Okay. All right. You walk up to one of the workers. I will say he's an elven male. He's carrying like 3 chairs on each arm. He has really nice garb, but he also matches all the other staff that are putting the wedding together.
Wait, really quick. I'm sorry to interrupt, but I just remembered. You never okay, I intended to ask that chick to the wedding though, for real. The girl I was dancing with at the
Oh,
tavern.
okay.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I totally spaced on this one.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll say, she's having a great enough time with you that she said yes.
Hell yeah.
But
That's
she's
it.
not awake now.
Oh, I'll get her awake, trust me.
All right.
Yeah, I've had to
Um,
pull friends out of drunken stupors.
Whenever you approach the individual with the chairs, he goes, "Oh, good morning. Can I help you?"
Morning. Yeah, I'd like to help out. This is kind of my sister's wedding, and some people say that Pexor doesn't do any work, but Pexor doesn't lift a finger. But no, you know what? I'm here to show my sister that I care about her happiness, and to show all those naysayers, whoever they may be, that I can do things. I am a person. I have feelings too.
I have feelings
Well,
too.
I'm not here to stop you if you want to help with putting the wedding together, but everything is totally paid for. But here's some chairs, I guess, if you want to help me carry them over there.
So you said everything's paid for, right?
As far as I know, yes.
You always had to get out of the way with that one there, Lance. So all right, so I'll go put up some chairs. It's just I'll pick up a chair and go, oh, God, this is the fucking worst. I put the chair down. I pick up that was only a single chair, and I look at it and go, how many chairs do we have to do?
He shows you the picture of the diagram, and they're doing the inner circle right now. But it's a circle of chairs that has 2 pathways down the side. It's like a big circle. And so, like, one side is a circle of chairs, and the other side is a circle of chairs. It goes, and we have to build the circle out bigger every row, and it goes for 30 rows. So there's quite a lot of chairs because the circle gets bigger every time.
Oh, fuck that. All right, so is there a bar that I need detailed getting set up?
Oh, well, they're going to be having the party on the other side, but I do believe that the local bar is going to be catering it. So there's nothing to set up over there, but if you'd like to go and try to help over there also, you're free to wander the grounds any way you please since you're part of the family.
Oh, however way I please, huh? Yeah.
Well,
Okay, I'll be out of my.
I wouldn't, I'd say the grounds, but going inside inside the main house, if you're invited, yeah, I go in there, but I wouldn't go in there uninvited.
Oh, Lance, has that ever stopped me? Oh, uninvited. I'm not a vampire, dude. It ain't keeping me out.
I'm standing in the sunlight, Lance. Totally fine.
Whoa, like, all right, okay, let's do this. So, okay, Lance, I was not gonna go this way, but then you said like, oh, you can't go inside the house. Now I gotta. So I sort of walk around because it's the grounds and I can go wherever I want. I sort of walk around and I look for a good vantage point into this house.
All right. You're looking for something other than the front door?
Yeah. I feel that would be well. I don't know. It's so overt. It's covert. Like nobody would be expecting to get the front door broken into.
Oh,
Uh,
right, it's covert.
Lo and behold, you do see one open window.
An open window, eh? A climbable window?
It'll take some slight
Let's
effort to get in there. You will have to roll a climb check.
effort, man. I hate that word. All right,
Maximum effort.
all right. So I kind of like shimmy up just to like look in to see if there's like anybody in there, or if it's like, oh no, there's. I'm not just gonna jump into a room full of guards. I guess is what I'm getting at. Oh, what's this? The barracks? Oh, how? Oh, I took a wrong turn at Albuquerque.
Okay, so you're going to go ahead and try to climb up there.
Yeah.
All right, roll your climb check.
11.
All right. I will say that you've gotten all the way up there, and you were standing on this weird, like, crate type thing, but you're sitting up there and you're looking, and you get in, you get a good look at the
Yeah.
place, and you see people walking around and everything like that. But then the crate crumbles from under you, and you're just sitting there holding with your arms up. What do you do?
Okay. You know what? I'm gonna bet it all. I'm gonna pull myself up with my -1 strength.
Let's see that pull up. Yeah.
Pull yourself up by your robe straps.
I got a 9. Come on, Lance.
Oh, okay. Well, you definitely hear your shoulders and elbows crick and pop as you fight to pull your way up, right?
Yeah.
I will say that you get all the way up to where you're about to do a full pull up, right? And you get right where you're about to look in the mirror and you're like, oh, too tired. And you let go. But it was technically one full pull up. You just couldn't
Yeah.
hold it.
Yeah, I think even though I wasn't able to break into a house, I learned something about myself.
Yeah, you can do one pull up.
But so then I drop down and I walk up to the front door and I go, "Hey, can I go inside?"
You walk up to the first person standing there.
My rule of cool didn't work out because somebody decided not to let it happen. But
You walk up there, and sure enough, you see the manager of the people that's doing the wedding, right?
yeah,
And they have a scroll that's out, they have a quill, and they're checking stuff off on the
he's got
quill,
his earpiece going on.
and he's counting and yelling, and you walk up to him, and he's like, hello? What can I
Hi.
do for you?
So I'm. This is so embarrassing. I'm sorry. I don't often do this. I am the bride's brother. But now, look, just between us, and I kind of put my arm over his shoulder and I kind of bring him on over away from the door. I go, look, just between.
Instantly
Just tell him you
breaking
left
the
your inhaler in there, all right?
broke his security bubble instantly, and
You
yeah.
want to see ahead? So I go, look,
Hey, buddy, what do you think of these?
look,
Hey,
you
want to
don't
see a
let me
dead
in.
body?
You
Go
don't
poke
let
him with
me
a
in.
stick.
You join them. That's I don't make the rules. I just enforce them. But no, I go, look, I don't have to do this. I'm just really embarrassed. Look, I don't want to put the groom in a bad spot, but in my family, it's sort of an unspoken rule that you have to get the brother's blessing as well. Now, I don't remember him ever coming and talking to me, albeit drunk for a lot, but that would have stuck in my mind. So I need to get in that house and go talk to the groom so that he can get my blessing. Now, normally, see, this is how great of a person I am, how humble, how fantastic. Normally, they would have to come to me. But in all my duties that I have, so many, I'm saving the world right now. Did you know that? I bet you didn't know that. That's how good I am. I am going to go and talk to him, not let him talk, not wait for him to come talk to me. You know, I am. What's
You
the best
sound
word?
like the worst person ever right now.
Go ahead, roll charisma.
That's a 21.
21.
Gosh, I
Okay.
love characters that talk.
Okay. You're really smooth about it. Like you come up there, you're like, make sure you feel good, look good, confident. You just sit there and you start talking to them, start spilling it all on them. They listen to you fully, and then they sit there at the end, like, "Sir, I have you been drinking?" And you know, I'm not. Um, you don't stink, but you smell like a bar a little bit, and you said that you're requesting the groom to get your blessing. Um, I'm still getting paid, like whether or not you give your blessing. I'm telling you that, but um, I don't even.
Lance,
All the family
this
are
is a
busy
21,
right
Lance.
now. So you want to interrupt all this? You want me to go in there and get him right now? Is what you're saying?
No. You
Justice.
don't even have to go. Just let me just kind of sidle on by. I'll find my way. Longtime family friend. This is not the first time I've been at the Silver Meadows or Gold Meadows.
Oh God, no!
Sorry, it was a family change after the second epic. Look, if you're not in it, it's an inside joke between he and I. Like I go, oh, you born with a silver spoon in your mouth? Nope, but I've had gold up my ass. Like it's kind of one of those things.
Can he get arrested?
I
Lance, this
can
is a
I can
21.
I can clearly go get someone out of the house to come speak to you right now, but I can't let you go in there at this state. And there's way too much going on, and I really don't know who you are. So
Okay,
apologies.
I think if this dude sets up a wedding, he'd know who the bride's brother is at the least.
Who are you? No one's seen you in 50 years.
And see, and that's the
You,
shocker. I
you,
I
You got back yesterday.
yeah.
I kept an entire bar verbally hostage with stories I was regaling. I'm well known in this town now.
None of those people are awake to verify.
um okay, she says, I cannot let you in, but if you choose to enter, I'm not going to stop you. But I will let you know that they will probably contact the guards shortly. Everyone in there is of dire seriousness right now. This is a huge event. We don't I mean, sir, I do not want to upset you further, but we have to get this done. I don't even have time to talk to you. This is going off by noon, and you're wasting all my time right now wanting to get some type of approval or give some type of approval, which this is already going down as far as I'm concerned. Um,
so
but you're welcome to wait out here until the family awakens, or I can go get someone inside to come talk to you right now.
so Lance, first, you forgot one very important detail.
Okay.
You did not say it was a she. Because now,
Oh well, I meant a he the whole time. My bad.
oh, so it is a he.
Yes.
No,
Oh,
it's a changeling. You never know.
Well,
Lance,
you have not asked, so there you go.
the
You can
plot would be
you can assume all you like either direction. They're a professional elf as of right now.
the plot, but Lance, the plot would have been so much steamier.
No, you would
Maybe
have just been ruining somebody's day
look like a look like
as
a
usual.
as steamy as a 7-Eleven hot dog. That's pretty steamy.
All right.
Oh, I'm on the fence. What should I do about this? Should I go and get?
Now you're asking them for advice?
No, I'm
What
thinking to
should I do?
myself.
Should I?
I'm thinking to myself, damn.
I mean, if you
What
want
are
to
you
speak
trying
to,
to
if you want to
accomplish?
speak to him, I can go get your future brother-in-law right now. If you'd
But
like to
see,
speak to him.
I don't want to do this like out with other people. See, no, this is out of character. I'm not I'm explaining my thought process right now.
Yeah, you
I'm not
want to
telling this
shank
guy.
him.
Yeah, I'm not telling this guy my secret plan.
You obviously can't kill him if he's in front of everybody. That'd be bad. But if he just somehow went to the broom closet and didn't come out.
But also, like, I know this family's rich, and I know that they got shit that ain't tied down in there. And
So you're
I
gonna
have a bag.
Skyrim like go into the place and then crouch and steal everything.
I just put a bucket on someone's head. Yeah, that was my plan.
Dang it.
But like, I got a bag of holding. It literally just consumes shit. Like that's all it does. It's not like I'm
I
walking
think
out
we need to
jingling
drop
like.
you back
Okay,
off at
so
your.
bottom line, what it is you're at an impasse. Okay. They're obviously they don't mind assisting you in speaking to someone, but they can't let you just walk in the house. If you do choose to walk in your house, there could be implications to that. But I'll leave it totally up to you what you want to do from here on out. But after you make your decision, I do have to move to another character.
Oh man, go in the house, please.
I can't do
Listen,
that because look,
we
I'll
can't
be
pay
like,
your fine. We got a world to save. Sorry, buddy.
I'll be like,
You're
look,
fun.
I'll be like, look,
We're
just
gonna break you out after we get done.
bring my sister out here.
Josh, do you see what
Or
happens when you leave
There's
Michael alone? You can't leave Pexor
I,
alone, Josh.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm sleeping away. I'm sleeping away.
Right.
I'm blissfully unaware of what's
If you walk
happening.
away from
I
him,
want.
you give him free reign. There's no leash, no one there to say, "Hey, Pexor."
He's a
Yeah.
he's a borderline murder hobo at this point.
I go. Okay, take me to my sister
Your
because I
sister.
have to. Because the bride can't come out because she runs the risk of being seen by the groom. So I have to go to her.
She goes ahead and she checks her schedule. She's like, or he checks schedule, and he's like, "Oh, well, your family should be arriving here about 9 a.m. Probably in about 2 hours."
9 a.m. They're gonna get her all primed and pampered in 3 hours. Man.
They're elves.
So then I'll
I don't know what's happening here. I'm so confused.
Yeah.
Else it probably
I
takes a
feel
whole lot longer.
yeah,
Like
I feel like I'm like watching one of those videos where like there's this dude at the McDonald's counter and he's just not understanding what's going on.
all right, I'll go wake up that elf chick in the tavern.
Okay.
You just
there you
it's
go.
just like a Skyrim
Philandering.
conversation. He just
Okay.
he presses B to exit out of the convo.
He starts heading back towards his cabin. Josh, Frank, I need y'all both to roll d6s. What did you want to do, Mal, when morning came? Do you want to just go down to the house and wait for them, or what would you like?
I'll probably stay in the tree until I see like everyone starting to move around and get up. Then I'll get down and kind of just hang around and wait for them.
I got a
Okay.
2.
Probably start playing a jaunty little song and everything to kind of help inspire the mood and everything after everyone's starting to wake up.
All right. As you start plucking away,
I got a 2. What'd you get?
Oh,
I got a
um,
4.
4.
Breen, he's smoking his pipe and he's tapping his toe to your music, but madly she starts dancing a little bit. You can tell, or no, excuse me, Lance, she's deaf, so she would not be dancing to music, Lance. Nope,
I
Madly
was
is not
wondering
dancing.
about
everybody, sorry, it's definitely a little bit late. But yeah, Madly, she probably just admires Breen's, you know, he's
Ability to hear.
enjoying your music, I guess. I'm going to cut all this out. This is horrible. But anyway, okay, you start playing your music and everything, and you can tell that Breen's starting to enjoy it. What did y'all roll, Josh and Frank?
I got a 2.
And I got a 4.
Okay, Frank, you wake up first.
Cool. I'm gonna get dressed, ready, sword. I'm gonna activate my sword so that way I have my blue flame crown, which gives me a couple of bonuses in combat, but the main thing is out of combat. I get a +4 to sense motive, and it's as long as I have it active, so it's not like a time-based thing.
Okay, so it's like
or
lie
anything.
detection and all that. Okay.
Not exactly lie detect. Yeah, it's just a +4 bonus to that stuff. But I'm going to get Othello because I'm hoping that I woke up, bright and early. I know at noon is the wedding,
Okay.
but first was Othello's ceremony for his armor. So I gotta help him be there for that. And then in between, I'll go with Malediction to get the suits. Like I have the morning planned out.
Okay. I'll say as you wake up and you start getting ready, you just say, "Hey, Othello," and
Yeah.
I'll
Yeah,
say,
yeah.
"Othello."
I'll
You wake
cradle
up to Frank, just saying your name lightly.
Yeah, I'll kind of
Okay.
just startle awake and be like, "Oh, what's going on? What's going on?"
War. No, I'm just joking. Your ceremony.
As soon as he says that, I'm like, "Oh God, what time is it?" And I start like, like just getting my stuff together. I'm looking out the window. I'm just, like just trying to get everything together.
Hey, Malediction, play us a wake up tune.
All right, playing a wake up tune.
What do you do with a
Ah,
drunken Pexor?
I
But yeah,
guess
I'll just
you.
start getting. Yeah, I'll start getting my stuff together. Is it how is it like straight at dawn when all this happens, or do I have a little bit of time, or
They said
like
that they'd be having it a little bit after sunrise. So when the sun starts rising, it'd probably be good for you to head there, which is around now.
okay, yeah, yeah, I'll just start getting my stuff together. Um,
You
I'll
coming, Mal? Malediction, are you coming with us?
yeah, I'll be going with you guys.
Cool. It'd be
yeah,
an interesting ceremony to see.
I'll walk over to Dad and be like, "Do you have any food for Bacon out there? I'm sure he's probably hungry. You know, he's a growing boar, so I don't want to leave
He,
him hanging,
he's
but he probably needs
still
to."
getting bigger.
Oh,
In
you
my
know, I
mind,
mean,
yeah, yeah.
well, son, I'm gonna let you know. Anytime you think he's hungry, you can just send him off. He'll eat by himself.
Okay, well, yeah, that works for me.
He's just going into the baker shop, just
Yeah.
causing havoc. Just give me.
But yeah, I'll just kind of get my stuff together. Try and look as presentable as I can. Um, and yeah, I'll just start. I'll walk up to Dad and be like, "I guess lead the way." I'm
Okay.
probably as ready as I'm ever gonna get. So
All right. All of y'all get ready and you exit the house together then?
sounds good to me.
Wait. Yep.
Okay. You start heading to the tree, the great tree. And
The great tree of stuff.
as you're walking along, uh, go ahead and roll a spot check, everybody, including you, Exor.
I got a 7.
Ooh, I got a 16.
Okay.
What are we rolling for?
Spot check.
Oh. Where are we, guys?
I'm not paying
You
attention.
roll one.
Yeah.
I got a nat 1.
Oh
Dang.
gosh.
Y'all got double nat ones?
Yeah. So
Well,
Maldiction and I are busy coming up with a song that makes fun of Pexor, so we have no idea what's happening.
It happens.
Okay, so what I'm going to say is, yeah, sure enough, that's a cool excuse. Malediction is working on this song, so I was walking around and you start playing it. And I will say that Pierce stops Mal for just a second and he starts humming the song with him and clapping. And they start playing together, and he just really likes the song. I'll say Pierce does. And you go ahead and you stop and you look back at them for a second, Josh, and then you look forward and you see Pexor walking down the road towards y'all by
Is
himself.
just by himself? Yeah, I'll just kind of wave him down and be like, Pexor, Pexor, over here.
Hey, the guy that abandoned me.
Hey, I told you I had some things to do. Hey, I let you do your own thing, but I was like, this is important. So, which
As if
does he
what?
look? Does he look disheveled and like he hasn't slept?
I'm trying to think of what you could roll. I guess. Are you trying to conceal that you've been or that you've been up all night, Pexor?
Hell no. Because I just look that good.
Okay. Um, I don't know if I'd have a sense or either gather information against him.
Oh man.
Well, oh wow, 19.
Okay.
You ain't
Um,
gathering nothing from me.
oh, and y'all two wasn't seeing him. Uh, Josh, you come up to him and you can tell that, or he looks as if slightly that he may have been up all night. It's kind of iffy, but he's either been up all night or he slept on a very rough floor, you assume. But but he still looks slightly presentable as himself. He just like has slight bags under the eyes. His eyes are a little bit darker than normal. You know, he looks a little bit rough. He looks like he could eat something. He needs to eat.
Yeah. See
And
now,
he,
just be like,
and he doesn't realize that he has a fruit hat on. That might be an indication he's been up all.
Have you been? Are you still wearing the fruit hat this whole time, Pexor?
Nah. Whenever
Okay.
I got to the thing, I was like, no, I'm not gonna wear a fruit hat.
Oh yeah, sure. That would have looked kind of weird. Anyway,
Oh yeah, because the rest of them isn't.
so with a 19 on that check, you can tell that he's had a rough night, Josh.
yeah, I'll just kind of, say, yeah, we're going to the ceremony, for the clog glider ceremony. If you want, you can head back to my house, get something to eat, rest a little bit. You're welcome to come with us. I don't know, necessarily if you're needed there or not, but you may want to rest up for the wedding later. So,
Miss
up to you.
my best friend's circumcision thing? Sure.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
You
I
gonna
just
get
want you
your
to be ready. I just want you to be ready for when your thing happens. Because I'll be there for you, but I want you to be ready for when your big thing happens. So I'm just saying,
oh
hey, you can rest at my house. You can come with. Doesn't matter.
oh I'll be ready. Do you know what my middle name is? Alexander. But if I had a choice,
Write that
but
down, Maldiction.
I
Add
probably
that to
laughed.
the song.
Oh my god,
if I
yeah.
had a choice, it would have been ready. So I'm ready.
So wait, you're ready to go to the
Yes, yes.
ceremony
Whatever it
now?
is, whatever you just said, whatever anything that you could have said, yes. Are you
Okay.
ready? Dot dot dot. Yes.
All right.
That
So turn around and let's go.
Follow us. Let's go.
hell yeah, guys. We're the three chums back at it again.
3.
Three chums. Well,
Oh no.
Well,
Malediction's 3 chums in the bucket.
I mean, four amigos just doesn't like.
Roll off
Well,
the
I
tongue
guess
of it.
in German, four is fear, so we strike the fear in people. Yeah, I like that.
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah, guys, did we just become best friends?
Kind of elf takes German as a class.
The one that doesn't tell what he did in 1939 to 1945.
Is that how you became a necromancer?
Well, again, the kind that doesn't say.
Okay.
He's no longer a necromancer. He's now a necro dancer. You got to get it right.
Oh, yeah.
There you go.
I don't know which one I hate more.
So,
Yeah. Yeah.
y'all
We'll.
continuing?
Yeah, we're going to the ceremony.
Okay. Y'all continue walking towards the big tree Golganera. You approach the tree. You see that Cisaran and some of the other higher elven druids are there. And you have a small selection of soldiers and stuff that had fought in the, or they look like older soldiers, so it looks like people that possibly would have fought during the Claw Glider War. As y'all approach, you see a stage that's set up in front of the tree. You see the armor and the bow setting up on stands on top of this stage. You see Susaran standing beside them. As you approach, you can tell that everyone is waiting for you.
Lance, as this is going on, can I roll a kind of a sense motive of the everybody else's general take? Like, are they worried, on edge, or anything like that?
Nervousness?
Yeah.
If you
Like,
roll it, or go ahead and roll a sense motive if you like.
okay. 21 total.
You actually feel a presence of pride and
Okay.
excitement from these people. Um, some of these warriors, uh, they they want to see something positive come out of the Claw Glider since they lost so many people in the battle before.
Right.
So there's a lot of hope entwined in this ceremony, and you can definitely feel that.
Good.
Anybody else want to do anything before you all approach?
I put on my 3D glasses and get the popcorn going.
Yeah. Before we head up, I'll take off the bow that because I'm pretty sure the bow that I have was from it was my dad's bow that I pulled out of the burning fire session 1.
Mhm. You
So I'll
Andrew.
turn to Dad, be like, I think it's time to give this back to you. Oh,
Hello.
I think you're muted. Still muted.
Can you hear me now?
Nothing.
No.
Nope.
Oh.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we got you.
We're good. Okay, so all right.
Good.
Not okay. Still going?
Yep.
Wow, the tech is going crazy right now. My headphones are giving up, I guess. I'm still coming through the recording, but y'all can't hear me?
No, we can hear you now.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Hello? Still?
Oh.
Yep.
Okay,
Yeah.
you turn around to hand your belongings to your dad, the bow and the quiver and everything. And he says, go ahead and step up in the circle, son. And he goes, I'll be right here behind you.
All right, I'll hand that off to him, and yeah, I'll just do as he says and walk into the circle.
Okay, you come up to the circle, and sure enough, you have mystics on both sides of you, and you're standing in front of the stage. And Susaran speaks. He says, "Dear citizens of Trunaland, it is my great honor to announce that the son of Breen and his faithful companions are here, and they have come to claim Breen, or Othello's father's birthright. He seeks to control the most savage of beasts, and has graced our world in the attempt to stop the coming destruction of all we know. Let the forest guide him and lead him so he may protect our world." And he goes ahead and raises his hands. He says, "Othello, please come forward."
I'll walk forward, and as I get up close to him, I kind of just do a small bow.
Right. Othello slowly goes up the stairs, up to the top of the stage. He comes up to Sarn and he bows, stands to the side. He's like, "You may now take the armor and the bow. The words to activate it are on this parchment." And he hands you a scroll. He goes, "Now you must go travel to the ruins of Lockdane. There you will find the gate to the cage of the claw glider. Only the key holder may enter the dwelling and release the beast. I speak for all living creatures when I say good luck, and may the spirit of Golganera guide you."
Yeah, I'll do another deep bow, and I'll just say thank you so much. And before I pick up the armor and stuff, I'll kind of look at it, just kind of inspect it a little bit. What does it look like? And the bow too.
Okay. The armor is all made out of platinum, and so is the bow. The armor itself has a picture of the claw glider battle on it, right?
Yeah.
And it shows the claw glider fighting all the people. The bow actually kind of looks similar to the design of the claw glider's fur, just smaller, right? But it's still in a bow shape. But it kind of looks like, I mean, it's not like actual movable fur or anything. It's made out of metal, right?
Yeah.
But
The
it
shag
just
bow.
matches the look of the fur of the claw glider. The stats on it, the claw glider armor is a breastplate with normal armor 5, but it gives an additional +3, right? And the +3 goes to Dex, and it also has a +10 bonus to handle animals.
Wow. So it's a +5 breastplate, and it has a +3 to Dex. You said?
Oh, it's a 5, or it's a breastplate, so it has an armor of 5,
Okay. Okay. Oh
right?
wait, armor. You mean like a plus?
It has an
No,
Okay.
it
armor of
says
5 naturally as a breastplate, but it has an additional +3 from the plus, and then it adds 3 to your dex, and it gives a +10 bonus to handle animal.
So when you say, well,
it's
are we
plus
talking
8.
ascending?
Plus,
Are we talking about
plus
ascending AC? Because
yes,
if it's
yes. It's a
Yes,
+8 AC and +3 Dex.
and it functions of its functional restrictions are as of a breastplate. So
actually, well, I need to actually look at this real quick. Um,
you want me
because
to
I have
look up
no idea if that's
breastplate
gonna.
for you?
Well, I don't know if that's going to interfere with certain skills for Ranger.
No, Rangers can wear
Medium.
medium armor. Yeah.
And a breastplate is medium.
On here it says proficient with light armor and shields.
Oh, is it?
That's what it says on the
I thought
SRD.
that.
Yeah, proficient with all simple and martial weapons and with light armor and shields except tower shields.
Okay. Well, what I'll do is I'll just say
Maybe I was thinking of
that
using
because of the,
lightning.
I'll say that this functions as a light armor. Why not? It's already got enough bells and whistles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it'd be the same as being made out of mithril.
There you go. Yeah. Which I did say the Claw Glider was platinum this whole time, didn't I? Or did I say he was mithril?
I thought he was gold, but
Oh no, he's been silver the whole time, or silver looking. I know that for
I thought
certain.
he.
I just
I
didn't
thought
know
he
if I
was.
said he was platinum or mithril. I'll have to say I'll go with that he was platinum. I would assume he'd be mithril since he was indestructible, right?
works for me. Yeah, works for me.
So we'll just say the Claw Glider armor's mithril then, and and his fur is officially mithril. Don't come after me, Tolkien. No, all right. And the Claw Glider longbow +3. Uh, it does 1d10 damage, right? But it also does a 1d4 +3 elemental damage that you can choose. The scroll he handed you has all the command words for it, and they're all in Elvish.
Sounds good to me.
Fire is, you want me to go and give you the command words?
Um,
Real quick?
you can just send it to me after the game. That way we can just kind of keep it going.
Okay, well,
but,
looking at it, it has the ability to fire a fire arrow, an ice arrow, a lightning arrow, or or portal arrow.
Portal. Okay.
And it
I
also
beat him up.
it
Lance,
says
I
on
beat him up, and I take his stuff.
it does say on the parchment as well that the portal will last 1 day if not reused or spell spoken again by Wilder.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, that sounds great.
But anyway, he says that concludes the ceremony, and like I said before, I wish you all the greatest of luck. May you serve us and save this world. Thank you so much.
Yeah, I'll just do another bow and say thanks as well. And I'll just say I'll do my best.
All right. Well, that concludes this ceremony. They go ahead and they start packing up.
I'm gonna go get our clothes.
Yup.
When you come down there, your parents hug you and everything, and your father offers to help put it all on you real quick.
Okay, yeah, yeah. I'll have to take off the armor that I have on, the 3 Raven armor.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Othello's probably kind of quiet. He's kind of probably just taking it in. You know, it hasn't really hit him yet. But yeah,
Okay.
I'll just start getting it all put on and everything.
There you go, Othello. Now you've officially been chosen to save this world.
Let's hope they chose right.
Well, it wasn't me, so probably not. No, I'm just joking. Y'all do fine. I pat him on the back.
Okay. Y'all still have some time for the wedding. I guess
Yeah.
I'll
Yeah,
say
I need
that
to.
Michael's just following y'all. I'll play Pexor at the moment. He gets really. Oh, I didn't know you were still there, Mike.
Yeah, no, I'm still here. My wrist, I'm holding my phone with my hand, so my wrist is like starting to hurt.
Starting to cramp
Oh,
up.
well, I appreciate you for holding your phone. That is really nice of you.
I
Okay.
don't.
Yeah, after all this is done, I'll just take an hour because I need to take an hour and prepare my spells. So, like for the first time, I'll kind of just find a quiet place and contemplate the magic and everything that's in the area, and I'll prepare my 2 little spells that I've got. So,
Oh,
Okay.
speak with animals and
And Frank and Mal, y'all, or Pierce and Mal, y'all's heading towards the tailors.
Yep.
And Pexor, would you like to go to the bar, stay with Josh, or go with them? Or do you have another idea?
I'll
no,
stay with
no,
Josh.
no. Okay.
Okay, you stay with Josh, and you notice this is his first time getting his spells ready for the day.
yeah,
What?
yeah. For me, I think it's more of just like I don't really know what to do, but I kind of probably just like sit in the grass a little bit and just kind of close my eyes and just I guess just think about magic, nature, and I'll kind of think about what I would want to happen because right now Othello just thinks if you believe it hard enough, it happens. So he's just like, okay, so I want this to happen
He's a
Oh
he's
and
a
this
no,
to
warhammer.
happen.
your dad actually took you
Yeah.
and
Oh, that's
showed you
right.
how it
Yeah,
all
yeah.
worked.
So
But this would be your first time preparing your spells by yourself, so I will.
yeah.
I'm just gonna ask for a spellcraft check.
Oh gosh, math intelligence. So good luck with that. Spellcraft. That's a big 4.
Okay. You actually having trouble getting your spells ready for the day. Pexor, you notice that Othello's having trouble getting his spells ready for the day. You think that he might be missing a process or two. You're not super familiar with Ranger magic, but it can't be too far off from what you do, right? Uh, you can go ahead and roll a spellcraft and see if you can guess what he's doing wrong getting ready for his Ranger spells.
I got 16.
Okay. You assume that he's missing a few areas. So you point out and tell him to do it again, but this way. Josh, go ahead and make another spellcraft check. But since you failed one, I'm going to put it at a DC 10 this time.
Hermione trying to teach Ron how to say Wingardium Leviosa.
Okay, so that's an 11 this time. So
Okay. Uh, with Pexor's assistance, you managed to get all your spells ready for the day, but barely. Uh, uh, Pexor, you notice that he also kind of scrapes bottom as he gets his spells ready for the day. It was a real close one.
He
I
passed
remember
with a
my first time. Ooh.
he passed with a D plus.
At least everybody's alive after this one.
Um,
hey, I'll take it.
Pierce,
Badass.
Pierce, Mal, you go ahead and you approach the tailors.
Can we go back a little bit and say that I requested it be black and gold for the colors, or
Well, it's totally fine. It's whatever. Whenever you pick the outfit out, you get to pick the colors.
right?
So it's whatever y'all wanted.
'Cause I forgot that's what I have down as my family's colors. So
Oh no, that's
it's
all right.
all right, sweet. Cool.
So whatever colors y'all would like your outfits to look like.
Sweet. Black and gold military wedding suit.
She went ahead and made y'all matching gold pouches for your outfits.
Nice.
Heck yeah. Sweet. I thank her deeply for this.
Oh, thank you so much. It was actually a slow day yesterday, and you helped me out. So I appreciate the business.
All right.
All right. Get all dressed and spiffied up.
All right.
And it's time to
They got
make
some
our
Wait.
big.
way
They
for
got
the
some
wedding, I
big.
Wait.
guess.
They have change rooms in there and a big mirrors if you want to check yourself out while you're there.
Well, before malediction, we need to get you presentable, and then I need to get presentable. we go to the bathhouse.
I thought you
Or
were
just
already clean.
That was yesterday. As a nobleman, you gotta be clean every day.
Right? Frank
I
staying on
gotta,
top of this.
yeah, I
Okay.
know my noble craft.
So instead of having to redo all the bathhouse, are y'all just gonna
Yeah,
go in there and
just
get
go
the
in there, get a quick one, get some scents and soaps, and some, I don't know, de-rusting agents. Listen, all right, I am a nobleman, and it has been far too long. Okay, you blew me up with a beaver. I deserve this.
Okay, so you're just getting the travel packages were only 25 gold apiece.
Yeah, pretty much. It'll just be a quick bath. The main thing would just be getting scented lotions.
Oh, that comes with all the packages. They won't let you come out of here stinking. So
Heck yeah, sweet. And then whatever they got for him, if they got, I don't know, WD-40, but make it smell like lavender or something.
right, okay.
But
I'll say that they'll get you all sorted out, but that will take a little bit of time.
Olive oil.
Pexor, Othello, y'all spend the next hour getting Othello's spells ready. I guess also in that time, do you get your stuff ready, Pexor?
Yeah. Sorry. We're just
And
starting
um, uh, I will say that after a full night of well, no, actually, it depends. I don't think you ever failed your fortitude, so you never got sick. So I don't know if your character would be hungry now, but it's up to y'all if you want to eat.
heck yeah, I want to eat.
Yeah, once I get my spells finally, yeah, I'll definitely want to get something to eat and kind of
Are you
clear
wanting
my head and
to?
everything.
Are you wanting to get just the meat plate there at the bathhouse, there, Frank?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Well, go ahead and
Or
go ahead
madam.
and put another 15 gold pieces on that.
You got it, boss.
Okay. All right. So, what would you like to do, Othello and Pexor, while they're taking baths and getting ready?
Probably eat if we haven't yet.
We go back to that tavern and wake that chick up.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll
God.
probably head home. Did my parents head back home? Or are they like still hanging out over there, or?
I will say that after the ceremony, your parents said that they're just going to go ahead and go home until the wedding at noon, and they will see you there.
Okay, well, yeah, I'll head home with them then, just to kind of, eat and everything, and just kind of chat a little bit longer while we have the time.
Okay.
So yeah, I'll just hang out with them for a little bit.
Okay. You start heading to the house. Pexor, you say you go up into the tavern.
Yep. I'll wake her up. Be like, hey, we got a date.
All right. You go in there and you happen to see a barmaid that is not her, but she's working and she's setting breakfast down at a table for a group of travelers.
Hey, where'd that really hot barmaid go from last night?
Don't even know her name.
I mean, I feel like I would have, if she wasn't so enraptured by my storytelling of all my brave deeds.
Go ahead and roll a wisdom check for me.
So a 9.
You think it was Brittany? Bethany?
I think it was a I think it was a B word. Yeah.
Maybe Melody?
Okay.
Maybe?
She's like, oh, we starts with a B. We don't have anybody that works here of that name. Uh, can you give me some of her features? And
Um
I guess you go to explain her features to her. I'll have you do another roll.
Double D's.
I was just thinking that. I was
Uh,
like, got an ass that looks like you could fall asleep on it.
Dancing was in her career at one point in her life.
okay, well, just go ahead and roll another wisdom check for me.
14 that time. I'm wise when it counts.
Oh, she's like you're talking about Halaya. Yeah,
Yeah.
she drank way too much last night. She didn't even get back to her house. She's staying up in one of the rooms up there right now. She was way sick earlier, but yeah, as soon as she gets better, she's going to come down here and help. Why would you like to talk to her?
Because her and I got a date. Got a hot date for a wedding.
Oh, she's supposed to go to the wedding with you today? I thought she was supposed to work.
Oh, no, you didn't hear? Oh, no. Wait, are you her boss?
No, I just work with her.
Oh, okay. See, so she told her boss that she couldn't because this prince from a really far away land asked her to a wedding.
Shut up.
And I'm the prince.
Oh, are you the guy that was telling all the stories last night?
The one and only.
Oh, wow. Oh, everybody's been talking about you all morning. Can't believe all the amazing things you've accomplished in your lifetime. Um, I could take you up there to her if you'd like to wake her up and talk to her.
Sure. I feel like I'm about to be like Chris Hansen's about to walk out of a room or something.
It's gonna be
You
Dog
go
the
ahead and
Bounty Hunter.
you go ahead and you follow her up the stairs, and she walks around the corner, and it's like this round hallway that's going around the tree on the inside. And she gets up to her room, and she's like, "Oh, she's right in here." And she pulls out the keys, and she unlocks the door, and she knocks, and she opens, and she's like, "What do you want?" And she's like, "Halaya, your friend from last night's here. The guy you were talking about earlier when you were getting sick. He said you're supposed to go to a wedding with him." And she's like,
Oh,
"Oh God, yeah, I might have told him that. Oh."
dude, this day's going great for you, isn't it?
You know, I'm gonna be honest with you. Hexor and I got a lot in common right now. I'll just
She's
keep
like,
listening to this. You know what?
she's like, "Tell him I'll be right out. Tell him I just got to get up and clean myself up for a second. I'll come out and talk to him. I'll be right out."
I'll let him down gently.
Yeah. All right. Okay.
Okay. You
I'll be
wait
out
for a
here
little bit.
waiting.
Uh, the lady, she says, "Well, I'll leave you two alone," and she goes ahead and she walks back downstairs, and she opens up the door. Her hair's kind of a little bit of a mess. She still has her shoes in her hands, and she's like, "Oh, hi." I did tell you I was going to go to your wedding last night, but that was before you got me so drunk that I don't even know which way's up. She's like, "I'll have to sober up, but gosh, I'm just going to be trash for that wedding. I won't say no to you because you're such an amazing guy, but please just give me time to get ready. I'll do my best to meet you there."
Or, if you'd like, I could help you get ready.
Okay, charisma check.
Charisma check? Oh, Lance, why do you keep asking me for this? You know what's gonna happen.
I just have to roll against it.
24. I forgot what 18. Wait, is 18 plus 6 24? I'm pretty fucking
Yes.
tired.
Okay. She's like,
Just
"Oh, you salty dog." She's like, "Get in here." And she grabs you by your clothes and she pulls you in.
Yeah, just tell her to wear the banana hat. She'll be fine.
Fade to black. Fade to black, and then fade in, and we're somewhere else.
At the wedding?
No, we fade back in. It's like 100 years later, and it's Pexor's child. And he's just sitting
with
there
a,
at the table.
playing with some heads.
No.
No, the
Anyway,
best part about living in a place that has like necrotic power, life nor their seeds can live in it. We're all staying on that motherfucking tower, dude.
okay.
You saying that you're sterile?
Yeah.
Oh,
Necromancy is like radiation. Got it.
okay.
Yeah.
That's
Smooth.
good to know.
It's
I
all
keep him in.
it's all smooth down there.
Oh God! He's like a bird.
Smooth as the bonnet of a Porsche.
Great.
Anyway, okay, so
I keep the eunuch at arm's length. He
Okay.
might infect me.
so Pexor helps her get ready, and that's going to take a little bit of time. Pexor, how long do you want to spend getting ready?
Just long enough that I'm fashionably late, but not too long to where like it's noticeable. You know what I mean? I think you know what I mean.
Okay.
He's showing up 5 minutes late.
Yeah.
All right.
And no one's gonna notice.
All right.
Right.
I'm going to go ahead and say that, Josh, you get back to your parents' house. Is there anything specific you want to do other than eat and just visit with them? Was there anything you wanted to talk to them in particular about?
Yeah, I guess I'll ask him about the ruins there. Like, what should we expect? Like, what is it going to be like? Is there any dangers or anything that we need to know of or be aware of on the way there or anything like that?
Yes, a lot of the broken structures are unstable. I wouldn't go leaning on anything. I would watch out for collapsing objects. Also, you know, we we haven't approached it in some time. If there is anything else hanging out about the ruins, we don't know about it, but it'd be good to be prepared just in case, because there is enough ruins there that it could house some creatures if they wanted to stay.
Yeah. After that, yeah, I'll just kind of hang out with them, eat a little bit, try and, reserve my strength, and then, yeah, just wait for the wedding.
Okay. Um, uh, Whenever or as you're chilling out, um, your dad he talks to you about the bow. Uh, he says, "Now, son, I know they didn't mention it at when they gave it to you, but the first shot from that bow is really jarring. It's not there's no pullback on it at all because when you use it, the string will just appear. So there's no pullback, but whenever you let go, there's a blast from it, and just letting you know that quite a recoil when you do fire it. So the first few times it could. I would hate for it to catch you off guard. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah, hearing that
No,
then, yeah.
practice was a failure.
Yeah, hearing that, I'm like, okay, well, I probably need to at least shoot this a couple times just so I know what to expect.
Well, it's such a powerful, loud instrument.
Okay?
I don't know if you'd want to fire it in town.
Okay.
Assassination missions for you.
Okay, yeah, so I'll just kind of keep that in mind then, and try and still myself with my.
Well, as soon as you get it, as soon as you get outside of town in a safe range, feel free to try it a few times before you get into combat with it.
Okay, yeah, will do because I definitely don't want to be caught off guard in combat or other situations that you know, I don't want to be startled in. So
And he also mentions he's
The
like,
only stealth missions you can accomplish with this is when everyone's dead.
Yeah,
I was
that's
like,
my
yeah,
kind of stealth mission.
he does say he's like, and I will say that the armor insanely well matches your knife, Josh. Like they kind of go together perfect. It's almost as if you're always meant to have that knife or that armor. But he also says, like, it doesn't hurt to practice with the portal a little bit as well, right? And understand how that works before you try to use it in a battle.
yeah. So does it? Are we talking like
There's four
portal
different.
or is it like?
Okay, there's four different arrows. Okay, your red arrow, your flame arrows are going to be fire, obviously. Your ice arrows are your water arrows. Your lightning arrows are your electricity. And he goes, but you'll have a green arrow that creates a man-sized green portal wherever it hits, and the portal will open next to you. So you can
Okay.
step through the portal and walk out. Now, the portal will stay there until you say the name of the effect on the bow or you fire another teleport arrow. And it'll stay there for 24 hours.
Wow, and is this limited per day or is it just
As
like?
many times as you can shoot it.
Oh, okay, yeah, yeah. I'll spend the rest of my time too, just kind of chatting about that. Just if he has any like, advice on how it works any further or things to look out for, things like that. I'll just kind of chat with him and have him kind of walk me through the bow and the armor and stuff like that.
Okay.
Yeah, does it require ammunition? Like, do you have to have arrows on
Oh
hand
yeah.
for it, or does it need to?
Nope. It's all just pull and let release.
Wow.
All
Okay.
right.
Damn.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, hearing that, then yeah, I'll definitely because I have a little extra quiver with some arrows. Yeah, I'll kind of just leave those with him too. Um,
Was that his original bow that you had?
yeah, it's burnt. It's part like I
Like
remember you
wood
had described
burn.
this. Yeah, it was like charred and but it still worked. But it was his bow that I pulled from the fire. I'm pretty sure at the burning house.
Nice.
Um,
Well, I'm just
so
going to
I
say
just kept
there's
it.
kind of like a moment, obviously, in the story when you give him his bow back.
Yeah,
He's just real excited about having it back. Yeah, I will say when you return to the house, he's probably restringing it, and
yeah.
he's looking at the fire damage, wondering how he's going to fix it. But um, okay, you're at home and you're doing with that stuff. I would assume that Pierce, you're also going to go pick up your armor, right?
Yeah.
Or do you want to wait till later to pick that up?
I'll do it after the wedding.
Okay. So are y'all going to go back to Othello's house, or do you have anywhere else you want to go, Mal?
I don't think there's anything that I had heard about this town that was of interest to me.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't really have anywhere to go until it's time for the wedding.
Everything's too small, so I guess
Okay.
I'll just go back and wait, yeah. Now that I'm prim and proper, I try to mess with the flames around my head, make sure it looks all nice.
Okay.
Not that it actually does anything, but
um. Uh. So you said you are just going to work your way back to Josh's parents.
yeah, we're gonna go back to Othello.
Okay. What would y'all like to do when y'all got there?
Uh,
Or are y'all just going to wait?
just gonna wait. I don't. Okay. Oh, I guess I'll talk to him. Does this wedding have any formalities that I need to be aware of?
That's a good
Because
Um.
I
question.
don't. I things work very differently on my world, and I don't know how things work here.
all I'd have to say is you go in there, you sit down, you wait till when the music starts, you all stand up. Uh, the groom and bride will get in position, and then you all sit back down, and then they'll start performing the ceremony. And then after the ceremony, we'll be all going to the celebration.
As a lord, am I permitted to bring a weapon, or are weapons completely banned? What is
Oh, weapons aren't banned at weddings. If you want to dress up, you need to wear your weapon.
dang? What if I pretend it's a cane?
That's a big cane.
I'm a big guy.
Yeah.
All right. But other than that, no, I don't have much.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and say that y'all eat a healthy breakfast. Um, I'm also going to say that um, Hexor and his new fling ordered room service and got breakfast brought up to them. If that's okay with you, Hexor, you want breakfast?
Hell yeah.
Okay. And I'm going to say now it's within the hour to go to the event. So, however y'all want to go there, together, separate, whatever it's going. Uh, I know Pexor was going to want to arrive slightly late, so y'all would probably get there before him.
Early, but not too early. You gotta be early enough to mingle, to get to know people.
Okay. Y'all go ahead and roll
Make
a
those connections.
d6 for y'all
Yeah,
group. One of y'all roll a d6 for your group, and
I
Pexor,
call
I'm
it.
gonna have you roll a d6.
You put that dice down, Josh.
Got a 2. Go for it.
2.
Okay, Pexor, you actually are not way out of time. Uh, you're kind of right behind them a little bit when you do come out of the when you do come out to go to the wedding. Um, you want to roll a spot check, Pexor?
6.
Okay, you do not see them at all. And I'm going to say that since Pexor doesn't see y'all, he goes ahead and he takes his sweet time. You notice the thing that she's wearing is it's nice, but it's not like knockout awesome. But it's a decent dress. Uh, but that's up to you if you'd want to say anything about that. I don't know if you would, but I will
Your
say that
dress sucks.
I will say her clothing is nice, but it's not like I will say what you're wearing is a little bit nicer.
She doesn't come from money.
Uh, but it's within the hour, so y'all really wouldn't even have time to go get a dress. Uh, I'm going to go ahead and say that Josh, Pexor, and Malediction, or Othello, not Othello, Pierce, and Mal approach the wedding first. Uh, Once they come up to it, they see many people standing in a wooden orchard. First of all, you came up to the family tree, like I said, described a Pexor earlier. So you come up to Goldwood, find a family tree. You see signs directing you to the left. You walk to the left, and you see other people walking at this time, coming up there to it. Like I said before, is in a wooded orchard and has many circular rows of chairs forming a giant circle that's going inwards. Uh, there is a straight path clearing that goes to the middle of the circle. Um, uh, there's ribbons hanging from all the trees, and they all have different earthly tones. You also see scattered, glittering lights amongst the leaves in the trees. Um, y'all do see several extra seats towards the back of the wedding, and you noticed all the people walking up and sitting in the seats.
All right. I'm gonna follow Othello's parents' lead.
Yeah, same. Everybody's just mingling a little bit and then sitting down. I'll do the same.
Yep.
Okay. Y'all go ahead and y'all walk behind the parents. They greet a few people and they say hello back to them, and they say, "Oh, so glad you could come." And so many people that were talking to them, they refer to y'all. They'll look and like, "Oh, are these the adventurers?" And he's like, "Yes, this is my son. He's wearing the claw glider armor." And they're like, "Oh, you must be so proud." And he's like, "Indeed, I am." I was like, "He's supposed to save us all." And they're like, "Yay, yay!" It's like, "Well, it's so nice meeting you all, and what powerful, great adventures we have looking out for us." And they're all talking lightly, and then y'all sit down. Everyone gets seated in the whole place, right? And slowly, after a little bit, as y'all's all sitting down, you hear a voice, uh, or the ceremony starts to begin, and an Elvis song begins to fade in as our crowd slowly grows completely silent. Uh, the voice is singing so beautiful and powerful that it seems to be of an otherworldly in origin. It doesn't even sound like it comes from here. Sure enough, as the crowd grows quieter, the voice starts coming out and getting louder. At this time, Pexor, you come up to the house and you're just slightly late, like you meant to be. You have the woman with you. You notice that you're just following the sides, come on the left side, but you notice that there's no more other people. Like you're literally the last person to come up. Uh, but you walk back to the area that you was before, but you see it set up now. You can see all the lights, you can see all the chairs, the big circle, and you're like, "Oh, okay, that's what that guy was talking about earlier with the chairs." Uh, but as you come up, you're looking for a place to sit, and you see the inner circle way towards the middle, and you see where. Can you still hear me, Michael?
Yeah, sorry.
You see the inner circle way towards the middle, and you also see your sister to the left now, and you're starting to hear the singing, and she's coming up on the left side path, coming to the middle of the circle. She's on the end, and you look and you see the groom on the other end, and you've seen this type of ceremony before, though. And but anyway, the music starts playing. They start walking together, and you notice that there is a seat up there next to your parents, right? And you assume that that's your seat in the middle thing, but obviously there wouldn't be an extra seat for your girl if you went up there and sat. So I'll leave it up to you what you want to do. But as of now, the music is starting to play, and you can tell that your sister and the groom is going to start walking down the aisles here soon, on each side.
I'll sneak a chair on over, sit down, sit one next to me, and then put her next to me too. Go, Mom, Dad, guess what?
Okay, so you go to the middle.
Yeah,
Okay, do you go down the main path or do you try to just get around people and get to the middle?
get around.
Okay, uh, go ahead and roll a dexterity check for me.
Thanks isn't too bad. 19.
19. Okay, you're managing to get around people without disturbing anyone too bad, but obviously your robes and your items that are on you are like touching people as you walk by. Um, Everybody else, roll a spot check for me.
Ooh. 19 total.
I got a natural 20 for a 32.
Wow.
Listen. 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 I'm
What'd you
taller.
get?
Listen, Linda.
What'd you get, Mal?
10.
10? Well, the bottom one was a 10 to notice, so you're still going to notice that. And Josh, for some reason, you know everything that's going on all around you all at once. But I will say that y'all see Pexor making his way to the center circle. Everybody's during the set down part, right? And you can tell that they're about to get ready to stand, but Pexor's making his way around him, and he's pulling the girl with him. Uh, Not making a full-on scene, but everyone is noticing. Uh, Pexor gets to the middle of the stage. What do you say to your parents again when you get there?
I was like,
And you have an extra chair on you, like you grabbed a chair.
yeah, like I sort of just snuck one and spun it around.
Oh, okay.
No, I was just kidding. I was like, Mom, Dad, guess what? I got a girl that likes me now.
They're like, sit down, sit down. Where have you been? We're already started.
I said, I know. I'm sorry. Look, some things happened. I had to take care of some things that I probably legally can't get into right now.
She's like, it's okay, it's fine. And she grabs you by your hand and she's like, sit down, sit down. And she grabs you and she sits down. And the second y'all see Pexor like sit down in the seat, the music starts and the broom and the bride start walking and she's like, stand up. And she grabs him, and right when Pexor sits down, he has to stand back up with everybody. And he's standing there beside him, and you see his mother. Well, he definitely gets to hear it, but y'all just see her lean over, and she looks at his date, and she's like, "Nice to meet you." And she's like, "Hi," and she's like looking all nervous and stuff. And you see the bride and the groom start making their way to the center of the stage.
Guys,
Uh,
just real fast, I think we have a new NPC in the party.
I don't know if the barmaid wants to go with us to hell. I don't know about that.
To live these
Considering,
fantastic adventures that I speak of, I
listen,
think
when she finds out the last woman who was with you is now undead somewhere out there still trying to find you because you
technically
left her underneath the bed in another town
that's still
and
pretty.
never got her.
Yeah, that's pretty good. But see, then the odds of her meeting. Yeah, that's why I left her under the bed.
okay. As the bride and the groom start approaching the center uh, gazebo-looking thing, uh, the lights in the trees that were flickering and glittering, they actually slowly start following the bride and the groom, right? So it kind of like lights up the area around them more and more as they approach the stage until they both reach the center, and then it gets so bright where they're standing from all the lights in the trees. Um, as they come to the middle, sure enough, you see one of the elvish high druids that was actually present at Othello's ceremony. He steps forward. He's not the head one that y'all talk to, but I guess he'd be the marriage ceremony guy. The ceremony begins as he steps forward, and the groom takes the bride in his arms and he holds her close. Uh, like I said, you see the lights grow brighter and brighter, and the druid raises his staff and he begins to speak in Elvish. He says, let these spirits be bonded within the heart of the forest, and may their love bring forth prosperity and happiness to all. If someone would declare an interjection to this conjoining, let them speak now.
I get a rock prepared to throw at Pexor.
I was about to say, like, all of us just immediately turn to Pexor, like, please.
And by a rock, I mean a boulder.
I don't say anything.
Now that no one has chosen to come forth, I say now unto all that is and all that ever was, you are now one by the heart of the forest, and shall remain so until the end. the light grows even brighter, and the couple temporarily disappears, as in a green mist just appears where they were at. Then they reappear, and they're still embracing one another, and they finally slowly let go and get to where they're just holding each other's hands. The druid says, the couple has now gone before the heart of the wood and declared their union. Now the celebration may begin. And everyone starts screaming and yelling, and you hear like cups being raised and clinging, and everybody's like, yay! And the music starts like really brightly right then, and you kind of look, Pexor, right as that moment, everybody erupts and starts screaming, and you see your sister holding hands with her husband, and it's almost as if time just slows down for a second, and you see how happy she is. And if there was a tear in you to cry, you would probably cry it because of how happy. Not only that, the lady next to you, uh, Halaya, she notices this as well, and she holds you, squeezes your arm tightly, and she says, "Your sister's so beautiful."
That'll be us one day.
Well, then the next thing I look over at her and I go, "Oh, sorry. I thought you were talking about yourself."
she's like, "Oh, I'm so ugly right now, but thank you, thank you." Um, but she's like, "Let's go get some food and more drinks. It's party time." And she gets up and she grabs you and
Yeah.
pulls you up out of the chair.
Party time. I look at my watch. I go, "My watch is broken. All time's party time."
Hey,
Okay.
Lance.
What are y'all doing?
Am I the only half giant at this place?
Oh.
I know the answer is yes. I just want to be
Well,
disappointed.
no. There's a 29% chance that there's a person there as tall as you. 83. Nope.
Why are you gonna do that? You could have just said no.
You're just a bigot. You're the biggin.
All right.
All right.
Yeah, I'll
So
just
the
I'll
celebration is actually on the other side of the field. Like you're on the left side of the field with the house, and you can tell
Yeah.
all the party, the bars, and the foods, and everything's all set up on the other side. And sure enough, they got the Elvish band from the bar that night. They're all setting up, and
Well,
everybody starts celebrating. What would y'all like to do?
since I don't know what to do, I am going to revert to a military nobleman and just be
Military nobleman.
just be stoic and stand
I'm gonna go join the
around.
band.
You do see other noble military officers that are Elvish. If you'd like to talk to them, Frank, it's up to you.
Sure, I will attempt to strike up conversation and thank the lucky stars that I can at least understand them. Unless they start writing to me, and then we have a problem.
um, and what would you like to do, Mel?
I'm gonna join the band.
Oh, okay, awesome. Mal gets
But
up
he's
there
gonna
and joins
use
the
his
band.
but he's gonna use his Vorpal whip to do it.
No, the lady with the platinum strings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the pretty
He's like,
one.
yeah, usually the
Josh,
Vorpal whip. Was I dragging or slow? Or was I rushing or dragging? Was I rushing or dragging?
what are you doing?
I'll probably go to like just the drink or food area and just kind of mingle around there, see what they've got, grab a few small things. Definitely don't want to drink anything too heavy or anything like that. Just kind of water or any other light drinks they've got. And just kind of watch everybody, let everybody mingle and stuff.
Okay.
I look at the plates of food they have, and then I'm disappointed because it's only vegetables because they're elven wussies.
Oh my god! Yeah, that's
I'm
awesome.
joking.
What are you doing, Pixel?
Okay, I've been waiting on this.
Oh, God.
I
Put on the banana hat.
no, I go up to the happy couple, and of course I'm like, "Sister, you're so beautiful. Oh my God, who designed your dress? Who are you wearing?" Oh, and I give her a hug and kisses
Who
and
are
all
you
that.
wearing? That's a different context when Pexor asks.
And then I look over at her new husband and I give him a hug. And the hug, and to everyone else, it looks like the hug just lasts like a little too long. But between he and I, you can hear a slight whisper. If you even think about hurting her, I will not only kill you, I will bring you back from the dead to murder you again. I will kill your family and then bring them back to the dead and murder them again. I will kill everything you love just to bring it back and burn it to the ground again. And then I pull back and I go, "You got a live one, let me tell you." And I look over at my sister and I give her a little jostle with the elbow.
And then one of his heads fall out of his bag.
It's
Whoops.
a bag of holding that's sealed up. Chill.
As you
I
pull
like to
away,
think
as you pull away from slightly threatening him, you notice he's got this. He's got this like kind of like very concerned look on his face. You know, as you're pulling away from him, and Pexor you just have this very crooked smile as you like I will kill you as you're pulling away from him, and you pull away from him and roll a listens check.
18.
Okay, good.
he's actually a really nice guy.
Um,
Hey, what kind of brother would I be if I didn't threaten the life of everyone that could hurt her? You know,
That's
I
true.
I still have to threaten my brother's soon-to-be fiance. So you know, it's
You-
coming. She's European though, so I got to figure out the best way to come across that.
you get done hugging her, you know, and or you get done talking to him. You go back to talk to her, you know, and she's kind of giving you this funny face because he's got this weird face, and she knows you pulled him in close for a talk. You know, she could tell. And then all of a sudden he's got this weird face, got this, and you look back at her and you're all smiling real big, and she just gives you this concerned look. And then you hear it sounds like almost the sound of chains rattling, like chink, 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 chink.
Oh, my spurs.
Your sister hears it as well, and she's like, "What is that?"
I'm like, well, if it's what I think it is, you need to come with me. And I hold my hand out to her.
Okay, you start walking towards the noise.
Oh no, I was gonna run away from the noise.
Confrontation. That's not
No,
Pexor.
okay. Then
He's like,
No, there's so many people. There's so many people right there. Like if you're going to do something like that, you know, you'd have to run, you know, gun and have everybody scatter or something.
Yeah,
But I'm just saying that you know, you just happen to hear something, but you don't know what it is at all, or even if it's in something dangerous.
I'll go towards the noise. Fucking YOLO, you know.
Okay, you split off from the group, and uh, uh, Halaya goes to follow you.
Oh, hey. Uh, all right. Well, then I'll keep on meandering. But I turned back and I look at her and I said, "Hey, baby girl, look, I don't know what's gonna be here, but remember, I'm your champion, right? Now, nothing gets past me. Nothing's gonna hurt you while I'm here."
and then he yells out, "Othello, you got this shiny armor? Come save me!"
No,
Yeah,
no, no.
is he like? Is he leaving like the party and everything? Do I see that?
Oh no, it doesn't look like he's leaving the party at all. He's just walking to a tree in the middle of the party. Uh,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
He looks like he's just walking through. But anyway, what'd you say, Pexor, to her one more time? Did you tell her to
I
come with
say,
you or stay?
I say, hey, it might be dangerous, but your champion's here, girl. If
Yeah.
nothing's gonna happen to you while I'm here. And so I asked her, I was like, look, you can follow me, but
Okay.
or you can if you want to stay. I hate to see you go, but I love to watch you walk away. But you being next to me is good too.
You get up to one of the trees and you notice that there is a ladder to the side of it.
Oh, I'm climbing that motherfucker. I don't even know how to, but I'm gonna figure it out.
It's a
You climb
ladder.
up in the tree and you get up to a certain part and you look around and you finally look past this limb and you see the chinging sound, right? And you see a big chest sitting there and it's wrapped around by this glowing chain, and it's like the
Oh,
chest is trying to open and you see a dagger stuck in the chest with a note, and it's the dagger that you killed what's his face with, and the note says, you killed all my family, now I kill yours, your sworn
wait.
nemesis, the captain. And the fucking, I mean, like literally you see the chest shaking as if it's going to explode like any moment, and it looks like a
Okay.
giant magical bomb.
Okay. All right. You know what? Guys? Family first. Vin Diesel. Direct quote right there.
Family first. So I take the hooker I'm with and I run away.
I will. I'm going to dump everything out of the bag of holding, and I'm going to try to stuff it in it. I don't know how big a bag of holding gets. There's not really necessarily. I've never really heard any dimensions on it. It's a magical bag that has a nearly infinite space inside. I don't know. Lance, be
Okay.
a homie, please.
Okay, so here's the thing. You
No.
know that if you do stick that in your magical bag of holding, right? That is a dimensional door, and if you blow it up, it could open a giant dimensional rift that could suck everybody into it. That it's a possibility and take them God knows where. So
Do it. Do
that's
it.
a very dangerous thing. Now, if you want to put it in there or try to put it in there and then transport it, uh, I don't even know if you could fit a big chest. I mean, it's not like a huge chest. It's big enough that you could carry it, Pexor, and you could run with it. It's actually when you go, if you touch it or anything, it's not heavy. It feels like there's nothing in it, right? But the the magical chains are sure enough holding it to the best of its ability, but you see them starting to crack and shit. All you know is that you have to do something right now. uh, I will say that your number one instinct, right, is get this thing away from everybody. But when you did consider uh, the bag of holding, uh, it could cause a collapse. But like I said, the chest is not heavy. Uh, if you want to try to get it out of the area, that's up to you.
I mean, yeah, I want to get out of the area. Um,
Othello's just eating. He's just munching on snacks and stuff, because he
I
just seen him
mean,
walk to the tree, and he's like, "Oh, okay, it's fine,"
this this is when you can tell everybody you're a necromancer by summoning undead to
I was
take
just
the
about to say. I was
take the
like, I think. Well, shoot, I don't have
I
the
will.
book or anything
Well,
right
I will
now.
say that I wouldn't give your undead a good enough movement. You
Well, I
true.
was
know,
gonna try to get something fast, is what because it's just like summon undead, and well, ooh,
No, it's nothing
I'm gonna,
flying. It's
I'm going to summon an undead troll and have it yeet it out into the forest.
oh well, I'm just saying that You don't know the explosion radius, right? You don't know if he'd be able to throw it far enough. You don't know if you'd be able to run it further than he'd be able to throw it. I'm just saying that it feels like, I will say that your character feels like that you could have something run away with it, but you're not for sure what the outcome was going to be. Uh, you could have something throw it, but you don't know if the blast radius is going to be good enough. I'm not lying when I say that every instinct within you tells you to grab it and run as fast as you can.
All
But
right,
it's up to you.
let's do it. Fucking, like I said, YOLO, man.
Hey, as a
All right,
necromancer,
guys. Everybody roll a spot check.
Me too, or
No, not you. Just everybody else. I just wanted to.
I'm about to say, do I see myself doing this? Or
I got a 30.
15.
20.
Just saw as y'all didn't get under a 12. Y'all all see Pexor climb out of the tree with this box, and it's pretty apparent because it has a glowing chain on it. You know, I mean, or it's a crate, or not crate, but a chest, and he takes off running like away from everybody, trying to go to the edge of the town as hard as he can. And y'all just see him booking it, holding this chest as fast as he can. You can see that the chest on the door on top of the chest is trying to open. And every time it cricks open, this magical light just peers out the chest. And when it does, I mean, it shines out like a laser. It goes far, and
Okay.
it just looks like he's holding something that's about to explode, so huge.
So I'll tell the people I'm talking to, excuse me, gentlemen, and I book it 4 times speed towards Pexor.
Yeah,
All right.
I'll do the same.
Like
I'll
I drop what I'm doing with the band up there, and I start taking off that direction.
Um,
How
uh,
far, real quick, how far are we from the edge of town? Are we like right in the middle, or are we on the edge, or, like what's the distance
um,
from here to the edge of town?
they actually, their farm is not too far from the edge, right? Because it's on the outskirts, it's one of the bigger estates, right? It's right on the edge, so he can run to the edge of town, and it would do the least damage that he could. Um, Pexor, go ahead and roll a spot check, even though you're running. I'm gonna give you a difficulty of 15.
18.
Okay. You look back as you're running, and you realize that they're chasing you, and you feel like it's kind of defeating your purpose, that you're trying to keep the bomb the hell away from them, and they're all chasing you. So I don't know if your character would feel the want to tell them to stay away, but that's up to you 100%.
Oh yeah, no. He yells, "Guys, get the fuck away! It's a bomb! I'm not doing this. I'm not. I don't even know why I'm doing this. I'm fucking doing this. Oh my
So,
god! Oh my god! Just leave me the fuck alone right now."
so hearing him
I'd be
say,
badass.
hearing him say bomb, um, oh,
Actually, oh no, but for real though, sorry to interrupt. I would say the captain the captain set a bomb. I would tell them to I just say like the captain set a bomb and then like leave me alone. I'm trying to keep everybody safe.
What cap?
Okay.
The-
That I'm going to say to Pierce and Othello, make sure that the guests are okay. I'm going to go get that from him, and I'm going to run it faster than he can. So
Um,
Okay.
okay. As you start running up to him, Mal, or do either one of y'all want to try to stop Mal?
um,
No. Instead,
no,
I'm going to turn to
Hey
the
guys,
crowd of
I mean,
people.
I'm just letting y'all know that with what y'all did and what y'all think that box is, that you would both be assuming that Mal's running to his death. And he had nothing to, or I mean, he defended that shit, but you can tell it was obviously more directed at Pexor because he tried to murder his first mate right out the gate.
So yeah,
But
here's the thing: who among us actually knows about that? Because my character wasn't there at the time.
I
feel
do.
like
I'm-
it would have come up in conversation. Probably
Okay.
whenever I was drunk. Like, do you just remember whenever that dude fucking killed himself in front of us?
And then you use the same spell like 4 times.
You don't know that.
um uh uh
Hex, you
Pexor,
just
Pexor, you look back again, you see that Mal's still running for you. Uh uh I will say that it aggravates you because he's still not listening. He is gaining on you. That aggravates you. You notice 2 of the links pop on the bomb, and you know that the chains are about to give. Right? You feel the need to try to throw it away from yourself if you want, or if you want to hold on to it, it's all right. But if you get it as far away from yourself right now as possible, you know, it's up to you, but it's about to snap.
Okay.
well,
Right. In
what
bullet time. Sorry.
Go ahead.
In bullet time, right? I look back and I yell, Mal, make sure my sister's okay and that really hot chick I was with. And then I spin twice and I hammer toss it.
Okay,
Please
Mal,
don't roll.
you notice he throws the bomb. Are you going to try to tuck and duck and run the other way?
So what I'm actually going to do is get fire shield ready and throw that up as I like grab him and yank him and basically hide him away from whatever's about to happen.
Talking with my dad, is the portal 2-way? Like something like if like wherever the arrow lands creates a portal and it creates a portal next to me. Can
Yes.
people where the arrow lands, could they come through the portal and appear next to me?
You didn't ask him, but there's only one way to find out.
Yeah, I'm gonna fire.
Portal gun?
Yeah, so I'm gonna take out the clog letter bow, and I'm gonna say the Elvish command word for the portal. I'm gonna try and shoot kind of near where they're at, not at them directly, but kind of where they're at. And I'm gonna yell, "Go to the portal!" as I'm right before I fire.
Okay.
And then so Lance gets
I will say, Mal, this is a very important time. Okay. You're set up. You have your defenses. You don't know when it's going to blow. If you drop your defenses and it blows before you make it to the portal, you're probably both going to die. But if you hold your defenses, there's a chance you're going to live. If you make it through the portal, there's a chance that y'all could possibly even be unscathed. But it's totally like you're already set up. It's up to you if you want to notice it or not. I'm going to say you have a hold of him and you're casting the protection at the time. So would you like to just maintain that? Because if y'all fail that reflex save, it's probably space dust.
It'll stay up and everything for a while, so I'm not worried about that. If there is a chance that we can make it as a swift action, I can do expeditious retreat and triple my movement speed. Would that be able to get me to where that portal opens up at?
No matter what happens, if you say you're going to go for it, I'm going to roll for it and see if you make it. Like, and
Okay.
I'll give you some bonuses depending on what you have, but so you still maintain the protection. You don't have to be in a guarded stance to gain that protection from what you just cast.
No.
Okay.
Right.
But you just got to keep Pexor next to you.
Yeah. So what I'm going to do is like after the action of casting that, as a swift action, I will engage Expeditious Retreat, triples my movement speed, grab him, and run for wherever the portal shows up at.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'm gonna
Oh.
fire not directly at them, but like a little bit to their right or left, wherever there's an open
Nearby.
spot. Yeah.
So Lance, here's what I'm going to be doing.
Okay.
Once malediction runs off, okay, as soon as he runs off, I'm gonna turn to the crowd of people and in the biggest booming voice I can muster, basically tell them to get back to the other side of the area now. Like no debates.
Okay.
And then
Um,
I'm going to turn, and I'm guessing once that's kind of set, I don't know if you need me to roll charisma for that. But essentially, once.
go ahead and roll intimidate for me, please. Yeah.
Yes. Oh, so 16 on the die plus intimidate plus 6. So 22.
All right. That's
22
good enough.
total.
All right. You managed to yell in your loudest booming half giant voice.
And I'm very military.
Which y'all, this is probably the loudest y'all have ever heard Frank scream at a group of people. You know, you can even see the people close to him. They go to cover their ears. He yells so loud, you know, but they all dart and scatter in the opposite direction away from him.
So then I'm
Um,
turning around and I'm
okay.
looking at Pexor and I'm going to say this prayer to Donda because he is the half giant god who placed his protection on me. And I am asking simply that he lend my companions that same protection,
Okay.
even if it harms me as a result.
Go ahead and make a reflex check for me, Jared. Tell me what you roll.
That is a 25.
Oh, that's sweet. Okay, cool.
Todd,
I was like, that is much higher than I was expecting.
don't ask me to roll that.
Okay. Now the thing is for Josh to judge a spot that he's going to hit on the ground. It's really hard to judge an arrow to shoot it into the ground at the right spot to create a portal, right? The way arrows are built. So I'm going to assume that Josh probably picked the closest tree to y'all, right?
I mean, it would
Maybe.
depend on how far the tree is, because if there's just a spot on the ground,
Well,
I mean,
the problem with shooting an arrow in the ground, you have a very good chance of the arrow skipping.
Or overshooting it or undershotting it.
Yeah.
I guess I could just have you roll for your shot if you're trying to go for an. Are you going for ground or a tree shot?
is there a tree that's close by, near where they're at? If there is, then I'll aim for that just to make it. If the shot will be easier, if I think.
It'll be closer if. Okay, so there's a tree not so close to them. I mean, it would be an easier shot. You could make the shot on the ground, but it comes at a -4 for your shot, or you can just go for the tree.
Okay, I guess I'm just gonna go for the tree because I need to hit the shot. So no negative or anything.
No.
Oh, that is a natural 20 for a 34.
All right.
Hey.
Your first time using the bow, you got a natural 20 on it.
Yeah.
But the
Yeah, 34.
make a reflex save for me.
Oh gosh. Okay. Oh my god, that is another natural 20, 27.
Okay.
Oh.
You fire the bow, but you remembered right as you fired it that your dad told you to brace for it, and you're like, boom, and it releases this green like a shock wave when it fires the arrow from it, right? And you felt the kick from the bow, but boom, the freaking arrow hits right on target, and it feels so good because like sometimes when you'd fire the other bow, you notice that your shots would trail slightly to the left on the release, and this has no trail. Like it was right where you're aiming. There's no wind or anything like that to the shot since it's magical. It's just boom, hit the right spot that you're pointing at. Felt like a perfect hit. Uh, uh, Malediction, you had a 25. I'm going to add that in, plus 10 percentile for everyone that's over the difficulty. Since and there's going to be a difficulty of 20 to avoid the explosion. Since Josh went for the tree, right, and you had a 25, there's going to be a difficulty of 20 for the tree. So you had a 25, so that's going to give you a 5 over. That's going to give you a 50% chance of making the tree. I'm going to go ahead and roll it for you, right, since it's such a pivotal moment of the game. But under 50, you make the portal. Under 50, it blows up, or over 50, it blows up. I got a 77. So it did explode. I'm going to say that you're moving at your quickest movement. So it did right when you reached the portal.
So
The flash, go ahead.
Still that explosion, and like the portal is still like steps away. What I'm going to do is activate slow time to slow everything around me to give me more time to get to that portal.
Oh, okay.
That's part of
that's part of
your
his
head
gear.
piece.
Cool, man. Thank you. I mean, that totally did change things up 100%, and I that's awesome. Perfect. Thank you. Jared went into overtime just now, and even when he realized he wasn't going to make it, and he's seen the box start to explode, right? You see Jared like do something on his hand, and he moves so much faster carrying Pexor, right? And he gets through the portal and jumps through with Josh, right?
Yeah, as soon as they're both out, I'm gonna use the Elvish word to drop the portal. Yeah, to close the portal.
Right.
Nobody backdrafts through that portal or anything.
Right. The explosion is definitely blinding. I need everyone to make a saving throw versus a reflex saving throw for me, real quick.
Well, it's a good thing you made it, Jared, because I didn't want to find out if my prayer worked or not.
14.
It's a difficulty of 13.
Oh, I got an 18. I got an 18.
I got an 18
What
as well.
what type of save is this?
Reflex.
Oh man,
Your favorite.
of a 13, 11 plus. Please. Aha! Aha!
You're just staring at the blast.
Yeah. Ow! I passed by 1, so I got a 14.
Okay. Your clothes were definitely damaged by the blast, Frank.
I just paid for.
Your hairstyle is probably slightly ruined as well.
Nah, it just matches the blue flame.
But the explosion happens. It's great. It comes out as a white light. It's very blinding. Y'all can feel the heat off of it. It almost God, it would almost feel like a sunburn at first, slight, but then it like feels like it's cooking your flesh as you're running away because the sunburst gets so intense. Y'all managed to escape with Pexor's, not Pexor's, but Pierce's super duper yell and how well he passed it. I'm going to say that there was no casualties to the elven people. Y'all did manage to escape the captain's explosion. But
now the captain comes out.
It is 15 minutes after, and I don't want us to go too far. So I'm going to go ahead and call it off right there for tonight. But we'll pick back up next time right where y'all left off. Unless there's
More
anything
tan,
else. Is there
but-
anything else y'all want to ask about right now before we close her down?
Do I get superpowers?
No.
Dang it!
You're
I
already.
can't get a.
You do have superpowers, Frank. You're giant, and you can like wear a flame crown that tells you if people's lying, or you can make it a
It
flame
doesn't
sword.
tell me if people's lying. It just gives me a +4 to sense motive. And it's honestly the best one out of the 3 I can do because the one on the hands is so useless.
Pexor, you will notice that when Mal turned his time thing on, right? It was so cool because it's the first time you've ever experienced something to that level, the slowing of time, you know, and you got to watch it with him. You know, it was such a, God, what was that guy off of the Magneto's son from X-Men?
Oh,
Quicksilver?
Quicksilver?
Yeah. Quicksilver, it was kind of like a moment like that, you know, getting to see the explosion slowly come out of the chest. Pretty insane. But I will say, as he busts through the portal, and you know, Josh is so quick about it, like the second y'all come through, he yells the word and the portal shuts, and then the blast happens, and you all try to turn away. But I'll say you're laying there on the ground together, you know, because it knocked y'all all down, you know, and you're looking all across at each other, and you're looking at the explosion, and you're seeing all the little burnt leaf embers falling down, you know, and uh, I guess I'll just leave it right there where it's at. I don't drag it up anymore. But yeah, thanks everybody that's still watching our channel and tuning in and checking out the episodes. I had a great time this time around, and like I said, there's only a few more left, a few more bad guys left. So if you want to tag along for the rest of this, we'd be glad to have you. Also, I'd like to remind everybody, I do every episode, that we got new stuff coming up with a new gaming system. We're super excited about, and we want y'all to all get motivated and possibly check out this new system as well. So tune in, subscribe, check out our previous videos, and keep up with our future stuff if you'd like. And thanks everybody for tuning in. And I also hope my players have a good night because, man, it's almost midnight.
Yeah.
But y'all take it easy, and it was so good playing with you.
See you next time.
Later.
Push that like button.